Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And welcome into game number 3 of the NBA Finals. The Boston Celtics are now on the road to take on the Dallas Mavericks. This game taking place at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as we will be tipping off in around 34 minutes from now. Welcome into the pregame, everybody. And Dallas comes in tonight as the favorite. That line has grown from 1.5 to 2.5, and now up to a 3.5 point favorite tonight for this game for the Dallas Mavericks. It's only the 4th time this season that the Boston Celtics have been underdogs. The first time in the NBA playoffs the Celtics have been underdogs. Looking to play with that dog and chip on their shoulder tonight for the Celtics, as they are 2 wins away for a banner 18. Without their big boy tonight, though, no Kristaps Porzingis, as he is listed out tonight for this game. He suffered an injury on a box out going up for a rebound with 3:27 left to go in the third. Kept on playing till like the 5-minute mark remaining in the fourth quarter through the injury for Porzingis. And based on what I've heard over on Twitter, over on the internet, and looking at the reports from various sports reporters, it has been ruled a rare injury with a torn medial ranunculum. That's what it's called. And Porzingis, after game number 2, he quoted that he'll be good. He'll go out there and he'll die out there for Porzingis, that he wanted to keep on playing. But it was up to the Celtics medical staff and wise to not risk Porzingis when you got a 2-zip lead, in my opinion. Head coach Joe Mazzulla yesterday said that it's a serious injury for Porzingis. So tonight he is out, will not be playing in tonight's game, which, in my opinion, he needs tonight to rest here. You don't want to chance anything. It's only 2-0 right now out of a potential 7-game series, and this is now just game number 3 of a possible 7 games if it does go that way. But the Celtics have shown without Porzingis what they've been able to accomplish this year. I'll go through that in just a moment. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the stream here, folks. Relaxing music. Thanks for joining in. Angel, Edith, Greg, Marianne in the channel, welcome aboard, everybody, tonight. Fat Matt, we are living in a Great Depression. Daniel, welcome to the stream. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, as we'll be tipping off in around an hour and a half from now. Boston looking to make it 3 in a row. They go up 3-0 in the series. Dallas looking to steal one. A good opportunity tonight for the Mavs to do so since they're the favorites on the line without Porzingis in this game. He has changed everything, altering shots at the rim, blocking shots by KP, and his rim protection out there on the floor, spacing the floor. But the numbers right to it is huge for Boston on their side, actually, without Porzingis. So, going through the numbers, can you believe it that the Celtics have a better winning percentage without Porzingis on the floor? Boston, record of 30-5 this season. That's between the regular season and playoffs combined without Porzingis. An 85.7% winning percentage without Porzingis, with a 30-5 record for the Celtics. They won 21-4 in the regular season without Porzingis. 9-1 right now in the playoffs without Porzingis. With Porzingis, they have a record of 48-15. That's a 76.2% win percentage. 43-14 in the regular season. 5-1 in the playoffs with Porzingis. So they are actually 12 percentage points, or they're actually 9 percentage points approximately better without Porzingis in this playoffs. But with him on the floor, he was a plus 25 through 2 games in the series. With him off the court in this series, this is why this series is so critical, because they have those 2 lob threats, Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively II. With him on the bench, the Celtics were at even. They were 0 with him on the bench, whereas when Porzingis was out there, he was a plus 25, tied for the second highest plus minus on the Celtics in the entire playoffs. That was tied with Tatum with a plus 25, and that was a point behind a plus 26 by Drew Holiday. Alan on the street, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Warren, Vegas, glad to have you guys back in. Be a part here of this one tonight. And Boston looking to see if they can continue it tonight. The poll has actually been strong in favor of Dallas here. We get a good chunk of people on the poll here voting, so make sure to keep on voting. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Celtics or Mavs. But the previous 2 games has actually been Dallas who has led the poll, even though Boston took both of those games so far in this series. So Boston in game 1, they had a commanding victory. In game 2, much closer win by Boston, 105-98, the final score. Luka for tonight, trying to see if he's going to be available or not. They just released the Mavs starters, like right now. They just released the Mavs starter, so I believe he should be good to go for Luka. He actually had a pain injection that he had before game number 2 for Luka. Why is that serious? Is because Tyrod Taylor, he had one of those when he played for the Chargers as a quarterback, I think that was around 5 years ago approximately, and he actually had a collapsed lung from that. So if Luka, if he has another pain injection, that was for the chest healing area, and you take a shot towards the lung, then it could pose risk there for a collapsed lung or something. So that painkiller injection is to numb the area of his thoracic contusion. So that's a chest injury that he's dealing with, alongside 2 other injuries, a sprained right knee and left ankle soreness. But the dude's an absolute trooper. He's played in every single playoff game, even though he was listed in the last game, downgraded from probable to questionable. Should be good to go tonight for this game for Luka. I just got the Mavs starters right now, and he is good to go. So he'll be playing tonight for Luka, and of course Porzingis will not be playing tonight. He has been listed out tonight due to this game, due to a torn medial ranaculum, a very rare injury suffered by Porzingis. Edgar, Daniel, Michael, thanks for joining in, everybody, tonight, as we'll be tipping off in around 27.5 minutes left to go, and keeping our thoughts out here for Jerry West, passed away today at age 86. Thoughts and prayers out to his family, NBA community, friends there. Jerry West, the legend, age 86, as he's the one who is on the NBA logo for Jerry West, and West Virginia ties with head coach Joe Mazzulla, who also played his college ball at West Virginia. But just another sad day in the NBA community, as we had not too long ago Bill Walton, who passed, and Jerry West passed away earlier today. And he's the one who's represented on the NBA logos, the silhouette. Ice Ice Baby OG, Mr. Smiley, welcome back in, everybody, tonight. We'll see you in the channel. Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's been great to keep on growing throughout these playoffs. I've started off the streams a lot earlier. Wanted to do a lot of good prep work here because these are the finals, and I've started these streams earlier than I usually start. Like regular season games, I start like 5 minutes before or so for the regular season. But for the NBA, I've been doing a lot of like prep work for these finals games, and man, it's been paying off with a lot of different viewers here on the stream. These streams have been just building up recently, constantly. What's good, Anastasia? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. So I'm not entirely sure about Porzingis. He was going into this game questionable, so I believe he's day-to-day for his designation. So it all depends on how he feels and if the medical staff is able to clear him for the next game. It's a quick turnaround. He got just 1 day of rest after tonight's game, so they take off tomorrow, and then they're back at it on Friday. JP in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. So yeah, Porzingis plus 25 on the court through 2 games in the series. He has played 44 minutes. That is tied for Tatum for second most plus in the plus category for the plus minus so far in the playoffs. He is right behind Drew Holiday, who's a plus 26, which leads everybody. But without him on the floor, Celtics are at even. They're 0 with Porzingis in those 52 minutes that they've been even in the box score with Dallas with his 52 minutes that he hasn't played. But yeah, the crazy thing about it is that they're actually successful throughout the course of the season without Porzingis. 30-5 record without him. We'll see if that continues tonight. This Celtics team looking to see if they can play with a chip on their shoulder. It's only the 4th time ever this year that they have been an underdog so far. Daniel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Daniel. Really appreciate it, man, for the dono. Thanks so much, brother. You the legend, man. I get the Celtics tonight for my opinion for this one. I think that they're just going to come out furious, realizing that they are on the line, a 3.5-point underdog right now for Boston for them. Though, wouldn't it shock me if Dallas does take this game? This is the best game possible for Dallas on paper without Porzingis for them to take it. It's a home game for Dallas. Dallas is 3-0 in game 3s. They're just 5-3, though, at home for Dallas. Celtics are perfect on the road, looking to stay that way. 6-0 on the road for the Celtics. Dallas, you have to go all the way back to March 1st, March 3rd, March 5th. That's the last time that they lost 3 straight games in a row to begin the month of March for Dallas. They're on their first losing streak since the final 2 games of the regular season. So April 12th and April 14th, they lost 2 straight regular season games to close out the regular season, drop back to the 5 seed for Dallas for the playoffs. For the Celtics, they're making history. 9 straight wins for Boston. They haven't lost in over a month. The last loss for the Celtics was on May the 9th against the Cavs. And if the Celtics win tonight, they join rare company. So there's only 10 teams in NBA history that have, or 9 teams currently in NBA history that have won 10 straight playoff games or greater. So they would join rare company if they've won 9 in a row. And based on all the history for the Celtics, can you believe it? That's actually the longest playoff winning streak in Celtics playoff history is right now. 9 straight playoff wins in a row. Better than any of the seasons back in like the 50s and the 60s. Better than the 86 season. Better than the 2008 season for a 9-game winning streak for Boston. They won 9 straight playoff games, most in a single season in the playoffs as a franchise, looking for number 10. The crazy part about this is that the last team to win 10 straight playoff games didn't win the championship, and that was not too long ago. The Phoenix Suns, back in 2021, when they lost in the finals to Milwaukee that year, they won 10 straight playoff games to begin the Western Conference playoffs. They didn't lose until early on in the series against the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. That's the crazy thing about it is that the Phoenix Suns had put together 10 straight playoff wins, and then they went into the finals. They were up 2-0 against Milwaukee. Then Milwaukee won 4 straight games in a row to take the series that year. That was crazy, but if the Celtics are able to win this game, they would join the Phoenix Suns, tied for 9th in NBA history, that 2021 team with Phoenix that won 10 straight playoff games in a row. I was looking back at that. I was like, whoa, 2021 Phoenix made this list because they were so dominant throughout the playoffs, and then they just choked in that series against Milwaukee. I think a lot of people forgot and didn't realize, including myself, that Phoenix was just incredible in the first, throughout April into May in the playoffs, and then the wheels completely fell off games 3 through 6 against Milwaukee in that playoffs. Ethan on the stream, Area 51, welcome in. Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you back in here, brother. Double digits, welcome aboard. Liking the close Celtics win. I think so too tonight. I think this could come down to a one-possession game. My prediction, I'm going more for a defensive game here. Celtics 103, Dallas 100 today for this matchup. Dallas is the favorite on the line, 3.5-point favorites, and that number has grown right now. It's all about adjusting if you're Dallas. They've gone straight up iso ball completely through the first 2 games, and that's what's wrecking their team right now. They just haven't been able to make their adjustments currently. Celtics up to a 14-2 record in the playoffs. They're 3-0 in Game 3s, winning against the Heat 104-84. They won against the Cavs 106-93, beat the Pacers in a thrilling Game 3 finish 114-111 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Then Dallas 12-7 in the playoffs. They're also perfect in Game 3, so something's going to have to give here. Dallas 3-0 in Game 3s, won against the Clippers 101-90, won against the 1-seed Thunder 105-101, and then they won against the T-Wolves in the Western Conference Finals in Game 3 116-107. Jeffrey, what's good? Welcome to the stream here, man. And they also had the Tom Brady induction today at Gillette Stadium. They retired in number 12, put him into the Patriots Hall of Fame. So it's a big Boston sports night tonight here. And welcome in Marcos in the stream. So unfortunately, Porzingis is not playing tonight. So he has been ruled out tonight for this game for Porzingis. A little bit of a rundown. Last game here, Dallas. They were looking sharp right out of the gate. Luka and Kyrie, just brilliant shot makers, and they were doing that right from the start. In the first 6 minutes of action in Game 1, it led to the largest lead of the game for Dallas, 13-6. They led by 7, the largest lead of the series. But after that, Boston started to come back in. The Celtics didn't lead until they took the lead 37-36 in the late stage of the second quarter. And then after that, it was back and forth going into halftime. Third quarter, Celtics started to take over. Peyton Pritchard hit a buzzer beater bank 3 at the buzzer to close out the third, gave the Celtics all the momentum. They led by double digits at the end of 3 quarters. Celtics continued with that lead until Dallas started to crawl back in. Porzingis substituted out of the game, 4.5 minutes left to go. Dallas made a furious run, but in the end, Derek White, the track down block from behind on PJ Washington, that should have been a foul called, actually. Taking a look at the slow motion replay. And after the game, Jaylen Brown pushed to the back of PJ Washington on transition, and the referees missed it completely. So Derek White rewarded with a block, and then that was the game-winning block right there for Boston as they were able to pick up the win and go up 2-0 in the series. Joe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Hoping to have Mr. Tops back at halftime. So they were trying to get Porzingis out to play tonight. He went through an on-court shoot-around earlier today at practice. He was riding the medical bike earlier today, but he has been ruled out tonight for Porzingis. And according to Woj right now, we got new updates about Porzingis. According to Woj, he puts there's real doubt about his availability for the rest of the series. Jeez. So that is not a good sign for Boston there, that there's real doubt surrounding Porzingis, whether he'll be back for the rest of the series. For Boston, just got to play with a chip on your shoulder, keep on attacking if you're the Celtics. Jaylen Brown's been great setting the tone. Drew Holiday, just amazing. By the way, today is his birthday, so happy 34th birthday for Drew Holiday today, for the birthday boy. Looking to see if he can keep rolling tonight for Drew. Had an excellent game in Game 2 on Sunday, but the guy who's got to step up offensively, that's going to be Jason Tatum for him. Jason Tatum really struggling with his efficiency. He's been awesome playmaking and rebounding, but really needs to step up for him. For Luka, the Celtics defense wore down Luka as the course of the game went on. Luka had 23 points in the first half, 13 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter. In the third quarter, he was limited to 6. And in the fourth quarter, he really struggled for Luka. Shot the ball just 1 for 6 with 3 points total. He had 23 going into half, shooting the ball 9 for 13 from the floor. Second half, Luka shot just 3 for 8 with 9 combined points for him. So, yeah, he was just really, really tired and gassed by the time that the game just worn down. So Porzingis he's been rolled out. So when he was boxing out on the rebounds in the late third quarter with him and Derek Lively, he was trying to box out Lively. His ankle, it was weird. It was like a weird snap or something popped in his leg, for what I heard, for Porzingis. Something popped. What it's called for a medical term is they put it out as a medical term. It's a rare injury. It's called a torn medial ranunculum. That's what it's called. And it happened with 3:37 left to go in the third. Crazy thing about it is that he kept on playing through the injury. And he said after the game that he'll die out here, that he wants to go play after the game of the post game, that he wanted to be back for game 3 today after Sunday. And we found out yesterday afternoon that this injury was well worse than expected. Right there. Well worse than expected. But they're 9-1 without Porzingis in the playoffs. They're 21-4 the regular season. So still, even though he's a plus 25 in this playoffs, the Celtics still, I mean, a lot of people are writing off the Celtics right now because they're missing Porzingis, but still, they got a lot of good balance on their team. Without Porzingis, they're still averaging 7 points per game better with their core than Dallas is as a team, and that's been a difference. It's been the bench points so far in this series. They're gonna miss out on that without Porzingis today, but I expect Tatum to step up. It's all about if Jason Tatum can step up. He's really struggling with his efficiency. Just 6 for 22, 1 for 7 from three-point range in the last game. Just 18 points for Tatum. He's going to be a ton better. He has been excellent as a playmaker for him. He had 12 total assists. That was second most in his total assists in his career for Jason Tatum, right behind Golden State in Game 2, where or it was Game 1 against Golden State where he struggled. They still won that game in Game 1 in the finals from 2 years ago. He shot the ball 3 for 17 in that game against Golden State, but they still won. What's good, Christian Bradley? Welcome to the streamer, guys. Thanks for joining in. Still got the Celtics tonight in this one, even though they're a very rare underdog tonight in this game. They're a 3.5-point underdog entering this matchup on the road. Vince, welcome in. Charlisa, Appap, welcome to the stream. Lonnie, Bug on the channel, welcome in. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part on the stream here. And still a lot of improvement, especially for the Celtics. They still got a lot of improvement because they're not going to shoot the ball ever again. I would imagine 10 for 39 from three-point range at under 26%. That's not happening. If you add up all the performances, you go back to all the three-point shooting performances this season, that ranked the second worst three-point shooting game in the playoffs behind the game that they lost against the Heat in Game 2. And that three-point shooting performance, if you add up all the regular season games plus the playoff games, that ranked the fifth worst three-point shooting game this season by the Celtics, combined whether it was a regular season or a playoff game for the Celtics, shooting just 25.6% from the floor. Jason Tatum, talked about him a ton. Got the camera focused on him right now. He's only averaging 17 points per game on 32% shooting from the floor. This is their golden opportunity tonight to see if he can play downhill, drive to the hoop. I get a feeling he's going to be much better tonight for Tatum because he blew a couple of layups that he usually makes for Tatum in the last game, that he was just too strong off the glass. Like 95% of the time he makes those layups attacking, driving downhill, and there were a couple of them that he just stuck too strong off the glass. That's not Tatum right there. So he has to get away from the ISO ball, take his threes within rhythm, not off the dribble, trying to stick it over a defender on a mismatch there, because I know he loves his matchups, but he also loves to play ISO ball. But the one key for him is dumping it off to his teammates, playmaking. You got players cutting to the hoop backdoor constantly for the Celtics. I don't know if the Dallas Mavericks are going to make that adjustment defensively, but Dallas, if they want to win this series, they're going to have to come back in this series and start to steal games games and win games. They're going to have to do the same of that. Backdoor cutters to get to the hoop, because you got open guys standing in the corner constantly, whether it's Derrick Jones Jr., whether it's Maxi Kleber, open guys that should just not knowing the game plan, thinking that they're going to make these shots from the corner, and they just stood there constantly when they've had some real estate space to cut, space to backdoor cut to the hoop, and opportunities to make cuts, and they don't do so, and it throws off the offense, and it's just a lot of iso ball going on between Kyrie and Luka, just trying to get those two guys going with their shot-making abilities, and that's what it's been about so far, 2 games in the series, and the whole offense for Dallas is strictly flowing through the iso ball. And if they start to get cutters and rollers to the hoop, how they play their style is pick and roll offense, rollers to the hoop with Gafford and Lively, alley-oop jams, corner threes with PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr. The Celtics have taken away those corner threes strictly in this series. They're forcing the Mavs to take threes that they're unfamiliar with and that they don't practice that much. Our top of the key threes are wing threes, most likely threes that they attempt at the wing. And the Celtics have completely taken away the drive and the kick and the corner three from Luka as the main playmaker. And you got to think that, I mean, Luka had 8 turnovers during the last game. They had 15 turnovers as a team for Dallas. It's just way too much Luka. He's dealing with 3 separate injuries. If you're Jason Kidd and the Mavs, you got to have other players bring the ball up the floor and not Luka like 95% of the game or so. Just take the pressure off of Luka, because by the time the Celtics attack on him defensively, then it's just a constant blow-by. I was looking at a stat here for Luka. Luka's allowed 13 blow-by drives in Game 2. The last game on Sunday, in Game 2 alone, Luka allowed 13 blown-by drives. That's the most blown-by drives on the defensive side of the floor allowed by a single player in the NBA playoffs within the last 10 postseasons. Like, the Celtics are constantly hunting down Luka on the floor. There wasn't really much talk about that after the last game. It was all the talk about how Jason Tatum wasn't able to lock up Luka during the last game, but looking back at the film, constantly the Celtics hunted down Luka in Game 1, dribble drive penetration, kick it out to a shooter around the perimeter, move the basketball, drive to the rim, dump off down low, scored a bucket. They blew by Luka multiple times in the last game, and they're hunting him down constantly defensively. Robert, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you in the stream. Yeah. Rest in peace out there to Jerry West with a logo. Thoughts and prayers out to his family there. But he's the silhouette on the logo for Jerry West. Passed away earlier today. Thoughts and prayers out there to his family, friends, loved ones. Getting closer to tip-off time. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 230 plus right now in the pregame. Really appreciate you guys for joining in. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Celtics or Mavs. I guarantee this is that Boston's not going to shoot the ball 10 for 39 again from three-point range in this game here. Jaylen Brown, 6 turnovers. That's going to have to be cleaned up as well. But he's been awesome attacking, going downhill to the rim. I believe right now the front runners for conference finals for NBA Finals MVP, it is down to Jaylen Brown and the close Drew Holiday for second right now. So Tatum entered this game around like 4th or so in the MVP conversation. Their 3-point shooting was huge late stretch of the game. Boston went 4 for 9 from the perimeter. Derrick White was awesome from 3. Really started cooking in the late stage of the game. Made some big threes late for Derrick White. I got a feeling here tonight, this could be a good Derrick White game tonight. He made 4 threes the last game, 40% from the perimeter. He shot during the last game. This could be a really, really good Derrick White game. You know, the crazy story about Derrick White is that he was about to play Division III basketball during college, so he didn't receive any offers coming out of high school to go to college. That he was deciding whether he would go to culinary school to enroll at Johnson & Wales and they have different campuses. The one that's close to me is in Providence in Rhode Island. They have a campus in North Carolina as well. I guess back in the day when Derek White was coming out of high school, about to play college basketball, he was set to enroll at Johnson & Wales in Colorado at that time, a Division III program, and then he finally was able to get picked up, I believe, at the Division II level for Derek White. So he started off his collegiate career at the Division II level, completely missed by scouts, and here he is as a key starter, making a game-winning block in the NBA Finals in the last game. Creed Jedi, thanks for joining in. Gray in the channel, welcome in. If you guys are just joining in, Porzingis is out tonight, so he will not be playing. Big loss there for Boston. Going to be losing some severe rim protection in this matchup here. That's a concern because Dallas runs their pick and roll offense really, really well. They haven't been able to do the alley-oops a ton. I believe they did it just twice in Game 2. They were limited to 0 alley-oops in Game 1. That's what Luka loves to do, the Luka lob up over the top to Lively and Gafford. All comes down to Kyrie in this game. Kyrie's got locked up so far in the playoffs. He's averaging just 14 points per game on 35% shooting. He's yet to make a single three in this NBA Finals. He is 0 for 8 from the perimeter. If Dallas is going to come out and win this game, they're going to have to take care of the basketball. They had 15 turnovers. They're going to have to make free throws. They missed 8 free throws. They went 16 for 24 at the free throw line. Boston went 19 for 20. Dallas lost by 7 in the last game, leaving 8 points off the board at the free throw line. But A, B, and C all has to go correct. That's what I said during the last stream. A is Luka has to go off for 30-plus points. That has not been a problem so far. B, that has been the major problem. Kyrie had 16 points, 7 for 18 shooting in the last game. Kyrie's going to have to go off for 30-plus points. He was out on the floor 3 hours before game time. The only player to come out to the court to do on-court shoot-around 3 hours before the game tonight for Kyrie. So we'll see if that works out to his favor. Kyrie is a much better scorer in home games compared to road games. So I expect Kyrie tonight to drop down a 22-plus point game tonight for Kyrie, even though he's averaging just 14 against the Celtics. I think he's going to be a ton better. If they get more production out of Kyrie and Luka, they're going to win this game, plus the role players tonight for Dallas as well. If you look at all these games on paper, this is the opportunity for the Mavs to do so, but the Celtics here are just playing with a chip on their shoulder. They know that they're the underdogs tonight, and they got something to prove right now for Boston, looking for banner 18. Jason, what's good? Welcome to the stream here, man. Oh, wow. So, Suffolk Downs in Rockingham Park. Yeah, I'm like an hour south of Boston where I am. Rockingham Park. Sometimes we go past that when we're coming home from New Hampshire. That's over in Salem. They actually have a shopping mall over there. So that's around 2 hours, or like an hour 45 to 2 hours north of me. Yeah, I'm actually really close to Plainridge Park. Plainridge Park, and then there's also another facility very, very close to me. Oh, it's the Ranham dog track. That's like 20 minutes away from where I am. The Ranham Taunton dog track. So those are like the closer ones to me, because I'm kind of towards like that area, towards like Plainridge Park, which they have a couple of those down there. Roy, thanks for joining in. Rydog, welcome back in. Air Force One, Jungle Pitbull on the stream, everybody, tonight. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And no Porzingis tonight for Boston. He is out for this game for Porzingis. So he was coming in with a very rare injury for Porzingis and will not be playing tonight in this game. That's, props to the medical staff. You're up 2-0. You don't need to risk anything. You got a whole career ahead for Porzingis playing on the Celtics. You don't need to risk anything, and this happens to turn into an injury that happens to have a miss a significant chunk of next year for him. So that's a good decision by Boston's medical staff, because you're up 2-0. It's only Game 3 tonight in this series, and they have shown that they could win without Porzingis. They're 9-1 in the playoffs without him, with Porzingis. So it was ruled a torn medial ranunculum It happened with 3:27 in the third quarter when he was boxing out on a free throw. And I guess it's a very rare injury. Woj, who's the sports reporter for ESPN, put out that his status is in doubt for this entire series right now for Porzingis. It's very rare for the Celtics to blow a 2-0 series in the playoffs as well. They have a record of 42-1 all time for Boston. 42-1 when they've gone up 2-0 in the playoffs. The only time that they've lost going up 2-0 is back in 2018 against LeBron and the Cavs back in 2018. And the Celtics, defense is the key tonight. Big-time defense. They've allowed Dallas to double-digit scoring under triple digits the first two games in the series. Boston's 24-0 when they allow their opponents to 99 points or less this season, including regular season and playoffs. 24-0 record. They allowed 98 in the win on Sunday, 105-98, the final score. Richard, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Going to tip off here in like a minute or two from now. Very, very close to tip off. And we got 300 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well for this one tonight here. Everybody's healthy for the Dallas Mavericks. Porzingis, the lone player, listed out tonight for this game for the Celtics. Celtics are right now an underdog. That number was moving between 3.5 to 2.5 points. It is back to 2.5 points after it got up to a 3.5 point underdog for Boston. And over-under tonight's at 213.5 for today's game. Dallas hasn't lost 3 in a row since early March. Wow, that's awesome. So I saw the article. I didn't dig deep into the article about who the players were that were invited, but that's awesome. So Devin Carter's, I believe, like 1 out of the 10 players who got invited to the NBA draft green room. That's great, man. Richard, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you all on the stream tonight. About to tip off here in just a moment. Celtics looking to make it 3 in a row. Dallas looking to get on the board with a victory tonight. The Mavs are 5-3 in their whole floor, 12-7 in the playoffs. The Celtics 6-0. They're perfect on the road. They are 14-2 in the playoffs so far for Boston, up 2-0 in the series. And the Celtics have won 9 straight NBA playoff games in a row. If they win their 10th, it would join elite company as they will be the 10th team ever in NBA history to win double-digit games in a row in the NBA playoffs. From Hawaii, welcome on the stream for Douglas. Thanks for joining in. Jay Rich in the channel, welcome aboard. Hit us up in the chat where you guys are from out here as well. We've got a large grouping here from the Philippines. A lot of great international countries pour in on the channel. And here we go, about to tip off in just a moment. Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Al Horford, the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Horford going to be playing a lot more minutes tonight without Porzingis on the floor. Derek Jones Jr., Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford, the starting 5 for the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas, dark blue jerseys, white numbers, white letters in their whole floor. Boston goes on the road with a white uniforms, green numbers, green letters, as here we go. Horford, left to right on the floor, going up for the tip here with Gafford, right to left for Dallas, as Horford and Gafford go up for the opening tip, and Dallas controls the opening tip. Right to left on the floor, first possession of the game for the Mavs. Luka, guarded by Brown at the left wing perimeter, sends it on top over to Kyrie, drives into Holloway. Kyrie inside the paint, he scores up and in off the glass, good for 2 by Kyrie Irving. Kyrie looking to have a strong game today. He's only averaging 14 to the first 2 games. A much, much better player, though, at home and then on the road for Kyrie in the playoffs. Tatum looking for a bounce-back game efficiency-wise. He's struggled so far in the playoffs. Drop down low. Brown over to Horford. Jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Al Horford with a 2. Good ball movement right there to start for the Celtics. 2-2 now to score. Luka, step back, 3 in the air. He's money. Luka Doncic at the left wing buries a step back over Tatum. 7 combined points to begin here At the left wing, ball got poked around. Loose ball. Derrick Jones Jr. comes out with a steal. Jones attacks inside the paint. Soars up to the rim, and he ducks it home. Up and in off the glass. Poor turnover by Boston. Looking like Dallas wants it more to opening minute. But guess what? We still got 47 minutes and under left to go. To the corner. Holiday takes the three. Left corner jumper off the rim. No good. Dallas controls the defensive rebound. Up the floor here with Luka. Luka's guarded by Holiday. Luka drives, attacks the low block. Lost the handle. Turns it over. Horford collects the steal. Up ahead of the pack here. White at the left wing. Transition three. White off the back rim. No good. Rebound tipped from Kyrie over to Jones. First minute and a half of action so far. Kyrie at the left wing sends it over to his right to Luka. Luka's guarded by Holiday at the right wing perimeter. Luka, 12 of the shot clock, dribbles up, drives on Drew. Luka, kiss off the glass, he scores, up and off the backboard. Tied for the largest deficit in the playoffs so far for Boston. Joe Mazzulla takes a quick timeout. Dallas bringing the energy to begin here tonight in Game 3. 9-2 the scores. We're down to 10:09 left to go in the first quarter as the Celtics already have to burn a timeout. The iso ball shot creators have come roaring into the building for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, 5 points by Luka, 2 by Kyrie, Jones with a layup in transition, and they are going right to the rim knowing that the big boy is not available tonight. Setting the tone in this game for Dallas, that they're looking to see if they can make this a series. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. And wow, what a start here to this one. Wow. Man, Celtics just completely caught off guard right now. Like, you gotta go back and start to play physical. That's why there's the saying, home court advantage. Boston gonna see if they can start to make their adjustments coming back from this timeout right now. But Dallas going right to the rim, right on them. And there's the poorest defense that the Celtics really struggled on defending the rim against the Pacers, where they gave up over 60 at halftime in one of the games in the series against Indiana. And it's showing up tonight once again without Porzingis right now. But still a long way left to go in this game. We're not even 2 minutes in. Yeah, really good timeout taken by Joe right there, because he could see that his team just is not ready right now, that they just did not wake up completely, and they need to get used to playing on the road in front of a road crowd. It's been a long time since they played a road game. Going back to Memorial Day, that's the last time that they played a road game, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so Lively's coming off the bench, so he's yet to play so far for Lively. He's coming off the bench for him. Celtics with a lone two by Horford. It was a mid-range shot for Horford. Also has a steal. It was assisted by Jaylen Brown. So still a long way left to go. Celtics were down by 7 in the last game, too. They trailed 13-6 to the first timeout. This time, it's much earlier to the first timeout, 9-2 right now. Hey, what's good? Welcome in from South Africa. Thanks for joining in. Kyrie's going to show up for tonight's game, though. He loves the home crowd, plays so much better at home, and he has already scored a basket so far for Kyrie. Luka's got 5, Kyrie's got 2, Jones has a 2 on the fast break. A lot expected tonight out of Al Horford. He's going to be logging in some heavy minutes for Big Al Horford tonight. Turned age 38 9 days ago on June 3rd. No Porzingis tonight, and his status is in doubt for this entire series right now for Porzingis. We come back from the timeout. Left to right on the floor, Celtics with the possession. White on the floor with Horford, Tatum, Holiday, and Brown. At the left wing, it goes to Brown. Brown, left baseline dribble. Brown, skip pass, right corner. Horford with a three, and he hits it. Al Horford, bang, bang in the right corner perimeter. Jaylen Brown, 2 assists. Al Horford with all 5 points on the board so far for the Celtics. Dallas with a possession. Luka at the left wing. He works on Brown one-on-one. Luka lobs over to Gafford at the left elbow. Swings it outside the right wing. Touch pass. Right corner in the air to 3. No good over the rim. We get a foul though. And Derrick Jones Jr. was fouled on the 3-point shot, I believe, here. And this will be, depending on where he shot the ball, this is going to be on the shot or no. According to the officials, it is not. So it is not on the shot. This results in an inbound. Kyrie off the glass, and he scores up and in off the backboard. 11-5 now for Dallas. Up the floor, White sends it off to Horford. Horford outside into the hands to Tatum. Push it out left corner. Holiday over to Brown. Brown up fake. Drives past Luka. Kick out to the corner. White laces up the 3. Off the rim, no good. Gafford collects the defensive rebound. 9:05 left to go in the first. Kyrie at the top. He's got 4 so far. Perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. He gets past White. Dribbles up to the left wing, working on Horford. Kyrie, by the way, is yet to make a single 3 in this series. Here from the perimeter. Kyrie off the drive. No good with a teardrop. Tip to Brown for the defensive rebound. Under 9 left to go in the first. Out to the corner, Tatum. Tatum left baseline dribble to the rim. He got denied by Gafford off the rim. Short miss by Holiday and a runner. Bodies collide here. So we have a foul in the backcourt charge to Tatum on a loose ball violation. And Tatum was signaling goaltend there by Gafford, but the referees did not count it. So it's 11-5 right now. And this will be Dallas ball. So Dallas will get the basketball back right now. Jack City with a dono. Really appreciate with a dono, brother. Thanks so much, man, for the dono. Luka, step back 3 in the air, off the rim. Short tipped over to Brown for the defensive rebound. Celtics looking to get into an offensive rhythm right now. Trailing by 6. A 3 off the mark, no good, as that was missed by Brown. Quick up the floor. Rebound secured here for Dallas. Lob over the top. They throw it down behind the defense with Daniel Gafford. Largest lead in the series for Dallas, up by 8. Celtics forgot to get back in transition defense. White at the left wing, slides it on top over to Brown. Brown off the Horford screen, fires the pass right corner. Holiday inside the key. Holiday, no good, skipped around the rim and out, tipped up to Jones for the defensive rebound. Drew Holiday on his birthday being locked up so far, 0 for 3 shooting. Bounce pass over to Kyrie at the left wing. Kyrie's working on Horford 1-on-1. Kyrie, jab step, crossover. Kyrie, step back, 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. They got numbers here up the floor. They'll slow it down, though. They had a 3-on-2 for a moment. White, Horford outside. Tatum, touch pass. Holiday, kick out to the wing. White, working on Luka. White at the elbow, outside. Holiday. Dribbles up to the low block. Jumper, baseline. Drew, swoosh. Drew Holiday buries the deep 2. That's a tough shot right there by Drew. 6-point game. Luka at the right wing, working on Brown towards the far side of the floor. Fall away, Luka, and he got it and one. Coming up in the free throw line by Luka Doncic. 15-7 for Dallas. If they're going to count it, the referees actually wave off the bucket. They will not count it. It's back to 13-7. According to the officials, they say the foul by Brown occurred before the shooting motion, so they wipe away the 2. That 2 is critical. They just wiped it away by the officials. Luka will be the inbound passer, far side of the floor. Derek Lively on the floor for the first time tonight. Lively, hand off Luka, drives to the paint, scoop, score, up and in off the backboard. There's the 2 by Luka. 8-point lead again for Dallas. Celtics with under 7 minutes left to go in the first. Hand off to White. Lobs over to Holiday. Dribbles up. Kick out to the corner off to Brown. Right baseline dribble. Brown shovels. Corner. Open 3. Derek White. No good. Rattled out to Lively. Collects the defensive rebound. Celtics starting to settle for too many perimeter shots so far here. Kyrie drives at Horford. Right over Horford. He scores with a right hand teardrop. 17-7, Dallas's first double-digit lead. They lead points in the paint, 14-2. White bounce pass over to Tatum, attacks downhill, right to the rim. He scores, up and in, off the backboard. Good for 2 by Tatum. Really needed that bucket right there for Boston. Approaching 6 minutes left to go in the first. Luka working on Tatum. Luka dribbles up, drives past Tatum. Luka inside the key. It's too easy. Luka Doncic right past Tatum for the open 2. Poor defense by Tatum, 16 of 4 points in the paint in favor of Dallas. Brown at the left corner. Brown's working on Kyrie. Brown double teamed outside Tatum. Brown commits to travel. Celtics all out of sorts here offensively in this game to begin. Their defense has been horrendous protecting the rim. Just Tatum's guarding Luka at an angle. You got to keep him out in front there, man. That's just too easy for Luka. Way too easy right now to begin this game. 10-point lead for Dallas. Dallas is ripping through these shots like no other. Celtics really struggling to defend. Dallas 10 for 14 from the floor. Make it 11 for 15, plus the free throw. Derek Lively and one coming up as Xavier Tillman substitutes in and picks up the shooting foul. Going to X early on in this game, another size big. He was helpful in the last playoffs guarding Anthony Davis when he played for Memphis, but this is the NBA Finals. This is completely different, and he was just scored over by a rookie. 21-9 for Dallas. Setting the tone. Trying to battle back with the punches. Underwater levels, welcome in. Meta on the stream, welcome aboard. The free throw is good. Trailing by 13. Celtics looking for a response right now. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum one-on-one playing iso ball. Jacks up the 3. Tatum, and he hits it. Bang, bang. Jason Tatum buries the triple playing iso ball. 22-12. Big 3 right there by Tatum. Under 5.5 left to go in the first. Dallas with the possession. At the left wing, it's Luka. Maxi Kleber's on the floor for the first time today. Luka, 3 in the air over Tatum. Came up short. White comes out with a rebound. Up the floor. Holiday outlet pass deflected by Luka into the hands to Tatum though at the corner. Tatum guarded by Luka, left corner. Tatum one-on-one working on Luka. Tatum baseline dribble and Luka bumps him. Luka picks up the reach and foul. That's the first personal foul of the game. Picked up charge to Luka. Personal fouls look like this right now. Celtics with 1 foul each between Tatum and Brown. And Luka just picked up the first team foul of the night by Dallas. Also a foul off the bench charge to Tillman. Celtics with an inbound. Trailing down by 10. Holiday, top of the key. Bounce pass right wing into the hands to Brown. Brown laces up the 3. Off the mark, no good. A rebound secured here for Dallas. Celtics hit and miss from 3-point range. Right now, Jackal and the high team, they're just 2 for 8 from the perimeter. Dallas lets it rain. They bury the 3. Kyrie Irving showing up here for Game 3 in the series. Celtics got to realize that right now. Brown at the elbow. Brown takes the 3 at the left wing, and he got fouled. Jaylen Brown's going to shoot 3 shots coming up here at the free throw line. So Kyrie picks up the shooting foul. JB going to go to the free throw line and shoot 3. Still a long way left to go in this game right now. So we're down to 4:34 left to go in the first. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics are horrendous so far with their rim protection, missing their big boy a ton without Porzingis tonight. Jaylen Brown, he has struggled from time to time at the free throw line. Will shoot 3 shots. First one is no good. Missed off the front rim. Dallas lighting it up from the floor. 11 for 16 right now. They missed 5 shots. 4 of those shots meant 3-point shots that they missed. The Celtics tonight, 5 for 14. They made 3 threes. They've only made, they made 3 twos. They've only made 2 threes right now. 5 for 14 from the floor, with their 5 for 6. They're 3 for 6 in this game from 2. 50% from 2. And they're struggling, just 2 for 6 from 3-point range. Brown's second free throw is good. He'll have a third here at the line. Third free throw by Brown, looking to make this 2 for 3. Third free throw as it is up, and it is through. 25-14, 11-point game, 4.5 left to go in the first. Dallas out in full control right now. Celtics need to tighten up defensively here currently. Bounce pass from Kyrie over to Jones. Jones at the top. Dribbles up, drives outside Kleber. Bounce pass left corner, Jaden Hardy. Baseline dribble. It's too easy, but he stepped out of bounds with it, actually. So Jaden Hardy stepped on the baseline out of bounds. He made the layup, but he did step out of bounds. So the referees rolled the play dead. Good catch right there by the refs. It goes back to the Celtics with a turnover. Right now, Boston's looking to tighten up the gap. Luka is on the bench here currently. Tatum on the floor with Sam Hauser, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Xavier Tillman. Tatum, horrendous three. Took it falling away towards his right, and he bricked it off the back rim. That's not the real JT. Please stand up. Hardy drives downhill to the rim. No good. He got it blocked at the rim by the Celtics. Here goes Boston in transition. Right to the rim. Brown scores. Up and in off the backboard. Transition bucket. 9-point game. Jaylen Brown works his way up to 4 right now. Celtics trailing by 9. PJ Washington backs his way off the pivot move over Hauser. No good. Missed off the glass, too strong. Celtics defense started to tighten up. Great D right there by Sam Hauser. Brown, jab step, up fake, outside. Tatum steps into a 3. Tatum off the rim twice. Bounces in, though. It's good for the triple by JT. Oh, man. Taking a Kawhi Leonard Game 7 bounce off the rim. It's going to take us right to the timeouts. Jason Tatum bouncing off the rim twice, able to get the luck of the bounce in the road rim. Good for the 3 ball. 6-point game here currently. 25-19 as we're down to 3:23 left to go in the first quarter. Here come the Celtics. Roaring back in this game as finally their defense is starting to tighten up and make the adjustments. And Sam Hauser playing some critical minutes on the floor. 1 minute, a +5 right now for Hauser with a rebound and an assist, locking up a taller offensive player down low at the rim off the pivot. And he was able to force the miss from point-blank range. Some good minutes there defensively in his first minute off the bench by Hauser. It's a big defensive possession to get themselves back in this game. And then Tatum with a luck of the bounce with a 3. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. And we got 600 plus watching right now. Let's keep on going, everybody, tonight. Mavs leading the poll currently 51-49. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so tonight. Right now, Dallas have been red hot to begin this game shooting. Celtics have been struggling tonight. Jason Tatum, though, in the zone. A couple lucky bounces he has made for Tatum so far. 8 points out of the 19 through JT. 3 for 5 shooting. 2 for 3 from the perimeter. The real Jason Tatum has arisen for this game so far. 5 points by Horford. He had the first 5 to begin. 4 points by Jaylen Brown. Drew Holiday with 2. Derek White yet to score. Missing all 3 3-point shots that he has attempted so far. For Dallas, Kyrie and Luka both with 9. We'll see if that is sustainable. Rest of the team with 3, 2, or 0 right now for Dallas as they go 2 guys heavy. And both of them combining to shoot 8 for 16 from the floor. Or 8 for 12 from the floor right now between Kyrie and Luka. Both 4 for 6 even. Man, what a start to this game. Celtics were trailing by a landslide early on. They were down by 13, and they've crawled back, winning 6. It's only a 2-possession game right now. Dallas still shooting the ball red hot from the floor, 61%, but they've cooled off. They were shooting around like upper 70s to the first time out, and now they're down to 61%. Frolian, thanks for joining in. Roger in the street, welcome in. Yeah, big start here for Tatum. This is a great sign to see for Tatum because he had been struggling with his efficiency in the first 2 games of the series, and he really needed to start the game like this, and he has got it so far. Big difference maker, Dallas. 18-6 points in the paint. They're taking advantage that Porzingis is not on the floor. Celtics finally start to make their adjustments lately here in this quarter to get themselves back winning 6 after just a horrendous start with their paint defense as they were surrendering bucket after bucket after bucket to begin this game at the rim. So Kyrie bouncing back in a big way, 9 points tonight. I expected that. He plays much better at home than he does on the road. Luka's numbers are actually less at home than on the road for Luka. He's averaging around 34 points per game on the road in this playoffs, where he's averaging around 26 points per game at home. Back to action, Kyrie. At the top of the key, dribbles up to the elbow, working on Hauser. Deep 2 over Hauser, came up short, out of bounds. Last off of the Celtics, though. Dave, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. Ping, thanks for joining in from the Philippines. Hit us up in the chat where you guys are from out here, by the way. We're down to 3:04 left to go in the first. Hauser forcing 2 missed shots ever since he checked onto the floor. Horford will come back in. Xavier Tillman takes a seat on the bench. Underneath the hoop, Luka will be the inbound passer. Luka lobs it on top over to Kleber. Luka, Kleber, Kyrie, PJ Washington, and Derek Lively the second. That's the 5 players on the floor currently for Dallas. Kleber jacks up the 3, blocked by Brown at the wing, gets it back though, out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Celtics. Jaylen Brown with a rejection. Jaylen Brown denying Maxi Kleber as he denies the shot. Kleber came down with it, but he was out of bounds. Celtics down by 6, looking to cut it right here, right now. They trailed as many by 13 at one point to begin the first quarter. Tatum at the left wing. He's got 8 so far. Tatum jab step, Tatum up fake, gets past Kleber. Kleber picks up the reach and foul. If Maxi Kleber's on the floor, this is a good opportunity right now to be able to get your team right back into it. Actually, it's not on Kleber. Kleber was guarding Tatum. They're going to get it on a defensive 3 seconds violation charge to Dallas here. So free throw is coming up. 1 shot the line by Tatum on the technical free throw, and he buries it. 25-20. So it's rolled a defensive 3 seconds charge to Dallas. Eddie, welcome in from Vancouver. We got the Marshall Islands in the stream right now with Winna Dennis. Louise, welcome aboard from Canada. Yeah, same with me. Welcome to the stream for Dave over on the channel. I'm from Mass as well. Ozzy from Cambridge, welcome on board. My girlfriend's actually from Cambridge. Quarter 3 in the open. Bang, bang. It's cut off the inbound by Sam Hauser. It's only a 2-point game. Celtics on an 11-zip run right now. Luka hands it off to Exum. Exum at the top of the key. Lobs it over to Luka at the right wing. He's guarded by Hauser. Hauser's been excellent so far to floor. Luka drives at Hauser. Up fake. Luka. Fall away over Hauser. Luka connects on it. And that ends the 11-zip scoring drought for Dallas. 4-point game. Celtics with the basketball. Luka's got 11 points here at the moment. 5 for 7 from the floor. Brown drives. Dish out to the wing. Tatum gets past Washington. Tatum met at the rim. Tatum knocked down. He gets fouled. Jason Tatum, 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line with 1:46 left to go in the first. And Sam Hauser playing great ever since he's checked on the floor. He's got ripped to shreds by a lot of analysts with his poor defense. And a lot of analysts have said this season. Right now, he's the top plus on the floor for Boston. He is a +7 currently right now. So Tatum will shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line. Wowzer Hauser indeed. Big 3 that he had. They really needed to generate those bench points. First shot's good by Tatum at the free throw line. Jason Tatum, man, bouncing back in a big way tonight. Already up to 9 at the moment for JT in his first 10 minutes. Akwasi, Sheldon, Hockey from Home, James in the stream. Welcome in on the channel from Alabama. Appreciate you guys for all joining in tonight as we got 2 Jameses back-to-back in the chat right now. Free throw number 2 is good by Tatum. Tatum's got 10. Promising sign right now. The real Jason Tatum has stood up. Double digits for him. That's actually 11 as he made the last free throw. 11 points so far by Tatum. Here they go attacking to the rim, and they throw it down with a right-handed flush by Exum. Exum able to get past Tatum with his backside help, able to soar up just a millisecond faster than Tatum trying to come in for the block. 4-point game. Dallas with a lead. Celtics with possession. Minute 20 left to go in the first. White sends it over to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing. Tatum's guarded by Luka. 1-on-1 around the perimeter. Tatum. Crossover. Step back. 3 in the air over Luka. Off the back rim. No good. Washington collects the defensive rebound. Dallas with a 4-point advantage. Luka. Past the midcourt logo. Working on Brown. Switched here. Guarded by Hauser. Looking for that mismatch. Luka. Fall away over Hauser. Gets followed by Hauser here as he shot the fall away, and this will be 2 shots coming up at the line for Luka. So Luka loves to hunt those mismatches. He did in just a moment ago. Getting matched up with Sam Hauser off the switch. And Luka will have 2 free throws at the line. Both of these teams are now in the bonus. First free throw is good. Dallas by 5, 30-25. Tatum's got 11. Other players have to step up, though. Horford with 5. He had the first 5 points that the Celtics scored tonight. 4 by Brown. Just 1 for 3 shooting. Hauser's got a 3. Holiday only with 2. And White has yet to score. 0 points and minus 13 on the floor to begin game 3 for Derek White. Second free throw is good by Luka. 6-point lead for Dallas right now. Celtics with a possession. Final minute left to go in the first. Dallas shooting high percentage from the floor, 59%. Celtic just 42%. Carly White looking for his first bucket. Lobs it over to Brown. Pivot. Gets past the defender. Goes into the mid-range. Brown, no good. Off the back rim. A rebound secured here by Dallas. Mavs with the ball. 45 seconds left to go in the first. Luka at the wing. Luka crossover. Step back 3 over Horford. Takes it off the rim. No good. Hauser collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with the ball. Up the floor. Tatum. Outside off to Hauser, laces up the 3, and he drills it. Sam Hauser rips it through the shoot. It's a second made 3 of the game. 31-28 bench points coming up in a big way here for Sam Hauser. Perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter. 15 seconds left to go in the first. Dallas with a possession. Luka gonna slow it down. 4-second differential. Shot clock to game clock to close out the end of the first. Luka, top of the key. Step back 3 over Tatum. Luka off the back rim, no good. White secures the defensive rebound. Celtics with 3 seconds. White lob over the top. Tatum, and he throws it down in the full court alley-oop jam right before the buzzer. Jason Tatum attacking the rack there, baby. 31-30. 1 second left. Full court shot in the air by Dallas comes up short. We get a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter. Jason Tatum securing the full court outlet pass by Derek White. Behind the Dallas defense, soars up, and he jams it with authority. Big time first quarter by Tatum. 13 points in 12 minutes for JT. What a start to this game here. The Celtics looked like they were dead in the water. They were down by 13 points at one point in the first quarter. They've come all the way back. They trail by 1 right now for Boston. What a game. Holy smokes, what a start here. Jason Tatum, legendary right now for JT. Finding success playing downhill right now. 13 points for Tatum in his first 12 minutes. Played the entire first quarter. 6 points by Hauser. Huge bench points right there for Sam Hauser. Going a perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter. A plus 10 on the floor. Sam Hauser's been awesome in quarter 1. Jaylen Brown with 4. Horford's got 5. White yet to score, but he does have that full court outlet with 2 assists by White. Holiday's only got 2 right now. If White and Holiday do show up, then the Celtics looking to take this one by storm and going to take the lead here because Dallas needs more help, and specifically Luka. Kyrie showed up in the first quarter. 13 by Luka. Kyrie's got 9. Couple missed shots late, though, have allowed the Celtics to creep right back into this game after a tough defensive start here for Boston, where they were trailing at 1 point by 13. To begin this game. They were down 22-9. They're down right now just 31-30. The Celtics go on a 19... Yeah, they went on a massive scoring run to close out that quarter right there. That's actually 21. 21-9 run for Boston to close out that run. 21-9 run for the Celtics. Yeah, thanks so much, Eddie. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining in. I work with a couple Division III programs for college sports broadcasting. So I do like a lot of different sports. So not only basketball, I do like lacrosse. I did a bunch of volleyball. I've done football before, field hockey, soccer. Main sport though is basketball. But I worked with a couple Division III programs. Right now I work with one Division I program that's recently new with Division I. The school's name is Stonehill. They're in their second year at Division One. I've reached out to a couple other Division One programs, but they never got back to me. Some of the bigger ones out of like the Ivy League, also like Big East, but they didn't get back to me or so. But I'm working with one program, Stonehill, out of the NEC right now, and they get a lot of good stuff in store at the conference. I know Chicago State next year is going to be joining the NEC in that conference, so they're expanding their conference. They have some of the teams from the MEAC actually play in some of the other sports like lacrosse and baseball that they do for that conference. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here, ring that notification bell as well. We got 600 plus on the channel. Let's go, everybody. What a start to this game here currently. It's all going to depend if Dallas has other players step up. Then Dallas is going to be able to take this game if the role players step up. Right now, Kyrie and Luka combining for 22 out of the 31 points. Everybody else with 3, 2, or 0 right now for Dallas. 1 point game left to right on the floor. Back to action. Celtics with the basketball to begin quarter number 2 of action. Horford takes the 3, catching fire off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Dallas. Dallas with a monumental lead, points in the paint, 20-8 at the moment right now for the Mavs. Luka at the free throw circle, skip pass left corner, Kyrie outside. Here's a 3, no good. Around the rim and out, missed by Dallas. A rebound secure by White. Derek White yet to score so far. 30 seconds into the second. Into the hands to Brown. Brown at the edge of the midcourt logo. Off the screen set by Horford. Brown, top of the key, working on Lively. One-on-one in the mismatch. Brown, crossover. Thinking about a step back. Brown, 5 of the shot clock. Lost the handle. Battle for the loose ball. Lively comes in. Forces the tie-up with Pritchard. It's still loose, actually. So no tie-up in Dallas. Comes out with a basketball. That looked like it for sure should have been a tie-up, but it results in the Celtics turnover. Kyrie, follow a tough shot over White. Missed off the front rim. In and out of the hands. Out of bounds off of Horford, according to the referees, instead of Lively. So this will stay Dallas ball right there. Wow, that clearly looked like it was out of bounds off of Lively, but Horford got called for the last touch out of bounds. Roger, thanks for joining in. Sheldon, Adrian, A in the channel, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining in, everybody. The Nija player, welcome to the stream. Eddie, appreciate it here, brother. You guys, the legends in the channel. Inbound here for Dallas, up by 1. At the baseline, Luka, his shot came up short. That's going to be a shot clock violation as they used the entire shot clock. Boston's defense right here, right now, tightening it up in a big way, forcing misses recently by the Dallas offense. Celtics just got to see if they can get themselves into rhythm offensively. Peyton Pritchard, by the way, started off the second quarter. It's his first quarter, or it's his first minutes of the game so far tonight. White on the floor with Hauser. He's a major plus so far. White takes the 3, no good. He missed it. Towards the right of the rim, it's an air ball out of bounds. Derek White just not seeing the floor properly tonight. So it's White, Brown, Horford, Pritchard, and Hauser. That's the 5 currently in the floor for the Celtics right now. Mavs with the possession as we're into a defensive battle. Dallas lost the handle by Kyrie, and he turned it over the baseline. Mavs starting to get careless with the basketball right now. Celtics looking to take the lead. Brown at the left wing perimeter. Slides it across the floor off to Horford. Into the hands here to Pritchard. Pritchard at the right wing. Outside off to Hauser. Lobs it off to Horford at the right block. Horford working one-on-one on Kyrie. Moves it off to the cutter. Cutting to the hoop. It's Brown. Up and off the backboard. Good for 2 by Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. First lead tonight for Boston. They were trailing as many by 13. Does this look like the last game all over again? I believe it does. They trailed throughout the last game too early on until they took the first lead of the game, 37-36. Tonight they lead a little bit earlier, 32-31, after trailing by 13. In the last game they trailed by 7 at most. Jaylen Brown, you got to beware that cutter. Jaylen Brown burns the defense with that backdoor cutter. Roger, welcome on the stream. Ramdai, thanks for joining in. Inbound goes to Luka. Luka's guarded by Holiday. Switched guarded by Horford at the right wing. Luka dribbles up, floats the pass off the rim, looking for the lob. Nobody moved to the rim. Here goes the Celtics. Pritchard outside off to White. Drives inside. The key up fake. White goes up, and he got blocked by Lively. A lot of contact. No call right there by the referees, though. Kyrie drives inside the key with a teardrop, and he got it. It's good for 2 for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie has showed up so far tonight. 11 points for him right now on 5 for 9 shooting. Luka's got 13. They're combining for 24 to the 33. Holiday, he's got just 2 tonight. Skip pass, right wing, open 3. Derek White, and he hits it. Bang, bang. Derek White rips down the 3. First made bucket of the game tonight for D. White. 35-33 Celtics. Kyrie bounce pass top of the key to Luka. Lively sets the pick. Top of the key, Luka dribbles up on Horford. Luka off fake, fall away, 15-footer straight away off the rim, no good. Pritchard collects the defensive rebound. Pritchard pushes it up the floor. Pritchard at the elbow. Hands it off to Tatum. Tatum's been a man to go to so far here for JT. Tatum, double digits, 13 points in the first quarter. Outside of Pritchard, takes the 3 off the rim, no good. Tipped up to the corner. And the rebound control for Dallas here. Luka gonna slow it down. A lot of usage by Luka. Lob over the top, over to Lively, and he missed the alley-oop slam. Offensive rebound back to Dallas. Luka inside the key. Luka, couple head fakes. Luka with a pivot. Luka lost the basketball here as it goes out of bounds. Was he fouled though by Horford, or stripped according to the officials right there? It went out of bounds off of the Celtics, I believe. Yeah, I believe Luka was stripped out of bounds by Horford. So that is a clean strip according to the officials, I believe. Ooh, that's close. I think the Celtics are gonna challenge this right now. Boston's gonna challenge this call. So according to the officials, Luka got stripped. It was out of bounds off of Boston. According to the officials, Boston's gonna challenge to see if this can be reversed to be a turnover by Luka. So they're challenging possession of this basketball right now for the Celtics as we have a timeout on the floor. 7:57 left to go. Celtics will take a look at this one as they go and challenge the call. As we'll be back here in just a moment. Wow, this game's been really intense so far tonight. Just way too much going on with 2 guys, heavy usage for Dallas, and that's not sustainable. That is not sustainable. You need role players to step up if you're Dallas, not role players that's missing alley-oop jams like Lively. It just looks like the moment's way too big out there for Derek Lively on the floor. 20 years old, only a rookie, and he missed a completely wide-open alley-oop jam for him. This game should be 37-30 or 35-35. This game should be tied right now, but Lively missed a completely wide-open alley-oop jam. Yeah, Caitlin Clark didn't get put on the USA national team. I think a big reason why is because of the lack of WNBA experience. Her numbers are not bad for a rookie, but she has been struggling, especially with efficiency for her. So she hasn't earned her stripes yet for her compared to like other WNBA players where she only played like 7 or 8 games before they announced the Team USA for Summer Olympics for women's basketball. She had a couple of years on her, definitely, for Caitlin Clark there, and that it's a big blow for Team USA because the ratings are going to be down because so many people are going to be tuning in for Caitlin Clark. But she's going to earn her stripes, and she's aware of that for Caitlin Clark. Holy smokes, Siegel, welcome to the stream. Thank goodness you're here, man. Send my thoughts and prayers out to you, Siegel, and a speedy recovery right there, man. So sorry to hear that. Speedy recovery, thoughts and prayers are right with you to get full through that. I'm so sorry, man. So sorry. Yeah, Tatum's been really solid tonight. Tatum's been awesome. 13 points in 13 minutes by Jason Tatum. 4 for 7 from the floor. Perfect at the free throw line. 3 for 3. 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. He's had his best scoring game in a while right now for Tatum. It's just all about who's going to step up in this game right now. 6 points by Jaylen Brown, 6 points by Sam Hauser. That is huge. Sam Hauser's got 6 points in the first quarter off the bench. Perfect. 2 for 2 from the perimeter. He's a plus 12 on the floor. 5 points by Horford, 3 by White, 2 by Holiday. If White and Holiday step up, then the Celtics are going to win this game. White and Holiday are combining to shoot just 2 for 10 from the floor. White's 1 for 6. Holiday is 1 for 4 right now. White cannot find his stroke tonight from 3. He's just 1 for 5 from the perimeter. And basically Dallas it's been all Luka and Kyrie. 24 out of the 33 combined between Luka and Kyrie. Luka's got 13, Kyrie's got 11. Luka with a ton of shots. He's 5 for 12 right now, shooting just 1 for 5 from 3. Kyrie is 5 for 9, 1 for 2 from 3. After that, everybody else is 3, 2, or 0 for Dallas down the line. No role player has stepped up and made multi-baskets tonight. Susan, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the channel. Celtics win the challenge, by the way. Porzingis is not playing tonight, so Porzingis is out due to injury. White slides it off to Horford. 5 on the floor looked like this for the Celtics. Tatum, White, or that is actually number 26, Xavier Tillman, not 42, Horford. Tillman is on the floor currently in place of Horford. Tatum with a runner inside. A key missed off the back from no good. Rebound secured by Dallas. So it's Pritchard, Tillman, White, Tatum, and Holiday. That's the 5 of the court currently for the Celtics. Dallas down by 2 with a possession. Luka drives on Tillman. Luka to the rim. No good. Great defense by Xavier Tillman as he comes up with a block, and we get a loose ball foul picked up. Charge to Dallas in the Celtics backcourt. Charge to Luka. Xavier Tillman, step for step, defending Luka as he was able to alter the shot as it came off the glass, and Luka's only 5 for 13 shooting right now. Celtics with the ball. White, only 3-point shooting tonight, 1 for 6 from the floor, looking to up his game. On the outside, Tillman sends it off to Tatum. Tatum gets bumped into, and that's going to be an offensive foul charged by Xavier Tillman on the illegal screen. So after great praise for a great defensive stop guarding Luka on the defensive side of the floor, Tillman with a massive screen holding up Kyrie around the perimeter to free up Tatum gets called into offensive foul. 23-8 run by the Celtics ever since the 4.5-minute mark in the first quarter. Dallas started off red hot from the floor. Started off 5 for 7 from 5 for 7. Last 4 shots they have missed from the floor. They're 0 for 4. Kyrie towards his right, guarded by Tillman. Kyrie runner over Tillman off the back rim, no good. Tillman coming up big defensively. Celtics come up with a rebound up the floor. Pritchard outside Tatum. Tatum drives on Gafford, met by Kyrie outside to the corner. Holiday looking to turn the corner. Dribble, drive inside. Drew off the glass, no good. A rebound secured by Dallas by Washington. 2-point game. Defenses start to come alive here in this one here. Only 7 combined points with under 6.5 left to go in the first. Celtics lead the second quarter box score 5-2. Corner 3 by Kyrie, and he buries it. After a lengthy scoring drought for Dallas, Kyrie Irving knocks down the 3. 1-point game for the Mavs. Celtics with a possession. Tatum at the top. Tatum guarded by Washington. Jacks up the 3 over Washington, and he buries it. Bang, bang. Jason Tatum rips down another 3. Big time for JT. He's got 16 points in the first half. Top of the key here with Kyrie. He's guarded by Pritchard. Kyrie drives on Pritchard. Kyrie underneath. Dump off down low. Over to Gafford, and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. He was submerged by multiple defenders inside the paint, but Daniel Gafford, tallest player on the floor, just smashes it through in the dunker spots. 38-38, Celtics with the ball. Tatum at the right wing. Tatum crossover, drives on Kyrie. Tatum weaves his way right to the rim. He scores up and off the backboard. He's got 18 in the first half for Jason Tatum. 40-38. Tatum 60% shooting, 6 for 10 from the floor. Coming up in a big way here in the opening half. Up fake Washington. Washington drives in the White. Washington off balance, missed a shot off the bottom left part of the glass. Tatum with the basketball. Up the floor off to White. White top of the key. Up over to Holiday at the corner. Pritchard laces up the 3. Skidded off the rim. A huge offensive rebound controlled by Xavier Tillman. Celtics with a possession once again. Tatum, up fake. Tatum, step back 3 over Kyrie. Takes it. Off the rim, no good. Rebound secured here by Dallas. Mavs with possession. Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't even play in the last game, averaging 14 points per game in the regular season, averaging around 4 in the postseason. Gafford at the wing. So we have a whistle here. Away for the basketball, picked up on the Celtics foul. Luka will check back in on the floor at the moment. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. And man, Jason Tatum in the zone tonight for JT. 18 points for Tatum here tonight, shooting the ball efficiently, which has been huge. Kyrie at the right wing. Step back three over Hauser. Rips it in. Kyrie Irving on his A+++ game tonight. Came out 3 hours before the start of this game for an on-court shoot-around, the earliest player to make his way onto the floor tonight. Outside it goes to Brown. Brown jacks up the three, came up short. Jaylen Brown having a tough time tonight. Up the floor here to Luka. Luka drives inside the paint. Luka got it outside to the wing. Washington with a three. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Tipped up to the perimeter. Offensive rebound. Right place, right time. Over to Kyrie. 3:45 left to go in the second. Kyrie fade away. Oh, he hits it again. Kyrie Irving absolutely in the zone. He loves these home games. Boston fans cannot get in his mind in this one tonight. B has stepped up. That is Kyrie. A still has to do work with Luka. C definitely needs work with the role players. Corner three. It is buried by Boston. 44-43. Sam Hauser, his third made three in the night. Luka at the wing, drives on Hauser inside the paint. Luka follow away over Hauser, and he got it. Back and forth, back and forth. What a game here in Game 3 of the series. Celtics down by 3. Holiday, skip pass, right wing, touch pass. Horford off to the corner. Hauser, bounce pass underneath Holiday. Holiday, right baseline dribble, gets past Luka, attacks outside to the corner. Touch pass, they move it over to Tatum as he goes downhill. Out of control, no good, miss layup. Holiday outside, Horford for the tie. No good, around the rim and out. Offensive rebound with a putback, and it's good, up and in off the glass. Drew Holiday with an offensive rebound and putback, good for two. For Boston. Huge possession right there for the Celtics. 1 point game. And a timeout taken on the floor by the Mavs. 2:29 left to go before halftime. Right place, right time. Drew Holiday collects the offensive rebound. Kiss off the glass as he was able to out-hustle Luka. Get right past him and score with a two. 46-45. Kyrie's got 20. Having the game of his life out here in the first half. 15 by Luka. Those two guys have shown up, combining for 35 out of the 46. No role players have stepped up. 4 points by Gafford. 3 points by 3 points by Lively. 2 points by Jones. 2 points by Exum right now. Bench points in favor of the Celtics. Sam Hauser single-handedly. 9-5. Sam Hauser's got 9 critical points off the bench. Perfect. 3 for 3 from the perimeter right now for Hauser. 9 points in 9 minutes. He's been massive so far for him. He is the number 2 scorer. If Jaylen Brown, Derek White, or Drew Holiday steps up, the Celtics going to win this game. They need those 3 guys to step up. 6 points by Brown, just 2 for 6 shooting. 0 for 3 from the perimeter. Brown leads the way with playmaking with 4 assists. Drew Holiday, huge offensive rebound and putback. He's got 4. White's only 1 for 6 shooting with 3. Tatum's been the offense tonight, which Tatum had a rough first 2 games. If Tatum was playing like he was in the first 2 games, Celtics will be down by 20 plus right now. Tatum's got 18 points on 6 for 12 shooting from the floor. So Tatum scored 40% of the points here. Boston needs more production out of Holiday, White, and Brown, and if so, those 4 guys, Tatum, Brown, White, Holiday, are going to outduel Dallas with Kyrie and Luka. Because Dallas seriously needs something to go right offensively for their role players, and I'm not sure if they're going to get that. Their corner 3-point game has just completely been taken away. Kyrie, just straight up on the ISO ball, has been ripping the Celtics defense to shreds. Like, he loves these home games, and he plays so well on his home floor, and he is knocking down tough shot after tough shot tonight in the ISO ball for Kyrie. Flex in the stream, welcome back in, man. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. I cover basketball action on the channel play-by-play NBA games, also a lot of great college hoops games I've covered in the past as well. Points in the paint been the big difference maker tonight in favor of Dallas, 26-14. Large bulk of those points, they had 18 points within the first 8 minutes of the game, and that's due to Porzingis not playing tonight. The Celtics lacking that rim protection. Took them a while to finally start to lock up the paint. They've done a much better job defensively inside the low post guarding the paint since the 4-minute mark and beyond in the first quarter. Dallas +4 in the glass right now, 20-16. Dallas 3 more threes, or Celtics 3 more threes than the Mavs. 8 for 23 from the perimeter by Boston. Dallas is 5 for 14. I like to see if Boston can start to drive it more to the hoop. That is way too many threes that they've attempted in the first half. 23 right now with around 2.5 left to go. That is midway to 46. I like to see them have more of a balance between inside and outside game instead of jacking up more threes than usual. Back to action, 1-point game. Carlos, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it here for being a part of the stream. Luka has it at the left wing. He's guarded by Tatum. 2:20 left to go before halftime. Luka calls for the pick to be set by Dwight Powell. Luka drives down. Jumper, mid-range over Horford. Splashes it. 48-45. Luka Doncic, 17 points tonight. Celtics with the ball. Approaching 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Holiday hands it off to White. 5 on the floor look like this for Boston. White, Holiday, Horford, Tatum, and Brown. Tatum at the corner guarded by Washington. Tatum, left corner perimeter, 1-on-1. Rises for the jumper. Tatum off the rim, no good. A rebound secure by Lively. That's a tough shot right there for Tatum as he missed it off the mark. Just 8 for 24 from three-point range. And where's the aggressiveness attacking to the rim? Kyrie missed the layup with a finger roll. Around the rim and out, Celtics got lucky there. Brown came up with a defensive rebound. Bounce pass to the corner. Corner three. Horford, he hits it. Tie game at 48 apiece. Big Al Horford drills the corner triple. 8 points now by Horford tonight. Kyrie at the left wing perimeter. He's guarded by White. Kick out left corner Washington. Washington dribbles inside the key. Washington bounce pass to the cutter. Backdoor. And he throws it down with a two-handed flush by Lively. Nobody there to rotate over for the Celtics defense, leading to the best possession offensively in this entire NBA Finals series for the Dallas Mavericks as they finally get a backdoor cutter to the hoop with Derek Lively. Final minute left to go in the first. Tatum, bounce pass underneath. White cuts backdoor, swings it out to the corner. Horford, touch pass. White spots up for the three. White off the mark, no good. And the Celtics commit the loose ball foul. Jaylen Brown in the loose ball foul. It will go back to Dallas. Too many threes. Way too many threes for Boston. Brown pushed a Dallas defender from behind. 50-48 right now. Antonio, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it here for being a part of the stream. Pass midcourt with Dallas. Luka at the left wing perimeter. Backs his way into White. Swings it out to the wing. Washington at the low block. Lost the handle. Turns it over. Holiday came up with a steal. They got a 3-on-1 in the fast break. Brown pass over to Tatum. Trails the hoop in. He lays it up and in off the glass. Good for 2 by Tatum. 2 points off the turnover there. Thanks to Drew Holiday with a steal for the Celtics. 33 seconds left to go before halftime. What a game as we are even at 50 in the first half. What a game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. 33.1 seconds left to go. And this will be a Dallas inbound in their backcourt. Yeah, White's had a really tough game tonight. He's had the looks. He just cannot make his shot. He's off point tonight. Washington brings it up the floor this time. Washington looking to pass it to Luka. He does at the right wing perimeter. 24 seconds left to go. 9-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out the end of the second quarter. Luka crossover takes the 3 over Horford. Off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Washington. Washington shoots right out of the pack. Soars up and he gets fouled. PJ Washington's going to shoot 2 shots coming up at the free throw line with 9.5 seconds left to go before halftime. Celtics just could not box out. Dallas wants it more tonight on the glass. Dallas +5 in the rebounds, 22-17 right now. This is just an even game at this point here. 2 shots by Washington. First one is no good. And this could come down to missed free throws tonight. That has haunted the Dallas Mavericks as they just missed their first free throw. Now 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Celtics 5 for 6 on free throws in the first half. PJ Washington, the second free throw coming up here at the line for Dallas. And the tie game at 50 even. Free throw number 2 by PJ. Connects with it. 51-50. 9 seconds left to go. Celtics get the inbound. Tatum crosses the midcourt logo. Tatum at the right wing. Tatum steps into a 3. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Washington. And at the buzzer, Dallas could not convert. And we close out going to halftime. The Mavs lead by 1, 51-50. Way too many threes, but the Boston Celtics, and they are struggling from the perimeter. Just 9 for 27, 33% from three-point range right now for Boston. And the Dallas Mavericks know that Porzingis is not on the floor. And they are attacking to the rim constantly in the first half here. So we close out at the end of 1. It's a 1-point game. Man, just back and forth, back and forth. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. And, yeah, just struggling with paint defense in that first half for Boston, and the over-reliance upon the three-point shooting has just been rough so far this game. They got to get some more balance instead of jacking up 3 after 3 after 3. Right now, 27 attempted threes, only 17 attempted twos. Way too many threes, not too many twos. They attempted 44 total shots. 61% of those shots meant threes right now in this one. Yeah, so I'm a Celtics fan, trying to do my best covering both of these teams right now, but yeah, I might sound more energized because I'm a Celtics fan, so I might seem a little bit more pumped up for Boston than Dallas here. But I'm a Celtics fan, 28 years of my life. Adrian, what's good? Welcome in from Singapore. Appreciate it here for joining in. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win here, Celtics or Mavs, as we go into halftime? Mavs 52-48, leading the poll. Third straight game in a row that they have led the poll here currently. Right now, all depends on who's going to step up here in the second half. Jaylen Brown is yet to do so tonight. Usually he's the tone setter. Just 6 points, 2 for 6 shooting, 0 for 3 from the floor. He's had a tough game. Derek White, really tough game. Just 1 for 7 right now shooting by White. 1 for 6 from 3. He's had the looks. He just hasn't been able to make the shots so far for White. Sam Hauser saving the Celtics tonight. 9 points by Hauser in 9 minutes plus 9 on the floor, 3 for 3, perfect from the perimeter for him. Tatum's got 20, Horford's got 8, and the Holiday's only got 4, White's got just 3. So, they only got one hot hand, which is Tatum. They need multiple guys to step up here in the second half, and they're having tough production all throughout the course of the lineup here, whether it's Brown, he's having a tough game, just 2 for 6 shooting. Holiday, White, really, really difficult game for Boston right now at the moment. And for Dallas, if Dallas has their role players go off, they're going to win this game. So it all depends on who steps up in half number 2. 37 out of the 51 points combined between Luka and Kyrie. Both of those guys have been absolutely elite tonight. Luka, 17 points. He has struggled from 3. 1 for 6 from 3, 7 for 16 from the floor. Taking a lot of tough shots, but Kyrie has been on his A+++ game tonight. 20 points by Kyrie, 8 for 14 shooting, 4 for 5 from 3 right now. Hey, long story short, thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate it, man, with a dono. You guys are legends here on the channel. Thanks so much here as we get that dono hype for a long story short on the stream. Oh, wow. So, 7-7 Giant in the FIBA U18s. Wow. I did not see that. I saw a couple mock drafts. Wow, that's crazy. So he's like basically like an inch or two taller than Wemby. That's insane. And got a couple inches on Zach Edey too. Wow. And Zach Edey came out of Canada too. Yeah, I don't know if that guy's committed to college yet, but I would not be shocked if he commits to Purdue. So Matt Painter loves those big men at Purdue. Malcolm, welcome in from Alaska. Thanks for joining in here, man. This game looked like the Celtics were going to lose by a lot when they started. They were down by 13. The score is 22-9 at one point in this game. They were getting ripped to shreds defending the rim. And that's why Porzingis is so critical in this series, is because they were lacking some severe rim protection to begin this game for Boston. They finally started tightening up defensively for the Celtics, but they're still down in the glass -6 on the glass right now, 23-17. Dallas leads points in the paint 30-16. It's been a mix between poor defense. That was more earlier on in the quarter, but also it's also on the Celtics themselves. They're attempting way too many threes in this game, and if you pass up those open threes to move the ball a little bit more deeper in the shot clock to get better looks at twos, then you got a golden opportunity to be up right now at the half for the Celtics here. Instead, they're breaking threes. And Boston shooting just 9 for 27 from three-point range. Whereas from two, they've also attempted 17 fewer. They've attempted 10 fewer twos than they have for threes. 44-27. So Boston is 9 for 27 from 3. They're 9 for 17 from 2 in the first half. They're 53% from 2. They're 33% from 3 in the first half. Hey, what's good? Ann on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Singapore on the channel. A lot of different countries out here in the stream. Appreciate everybody for coming in and supporting this channel and being here throughout the playoffs. I'll be back on Friday night, by the way, for Game 4 of the series. And also, we're going to see if we can get my tortoise in here in just a moment. So, hopefully we can get my tortoise, Mr. Tops, in here in just a moment. Jeff, what's good? Welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, hopefully Boston's able to make their adjustments here in the second half. Definitely have to play downhill, get to the rim, instead of relying constantly in the three ball. Derek White really struggling in the first half from 3 for him. Yeah, Joey Chestnut got banned from the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest in the 4th of July because I think he was supporting a vegan brand for him. It was a different brand, and Nathan's, the sponsor for 4th of July for the Coney Island Hot Dog Eating Contest, didn't like it, so they banned Joey Chestnut from this year's 4th of July hot dog eating contest. So, yeah, I can only imagine what the ratings are going to be since Joey Chestnut is not going to take part this year at the 4th of July. That they're probably going to have a tough time with ratings here. But we're going to have Mr. Tops come on the stream here in just a moment. So here's my tortoise, by the way, and he's quite active right now. Just going to get this piece of dirt off his face there for Mr. Tops. But Jason Tatum, great start to the game for JT. And Mr. Tops got his head out of his shell as well. Looking like Jason Tatum in that first half. He was excellent, man. Just carrying the Celtics right now. 20 points out of the 50 through Jason Tatum having his best by far efficiency game offensively in this NBA Finals. First game in a long time that he's had a great game efficient-wise offensively. 7 for 15, 20 points in the first half for Jason Tatum. So without any further ado, this is my tortoise, Mr. Tops, right now. And say hello to the camera, Mr. Tops. And you still get a piece of dirt hanging off you there, buddy. There you go. So there he is for Mr. Tops right now. And he's a good boy. He's going to be turning 9 years old coming up in late June. So that is Mr. Tops the Tortoise. And hopefully Jason Tatum keeps on sticking his head out his shell like you right there. And puts in another big second half there, bud, because JT really has come out of his shell here for Game 3 in this series. He loves the road loves the road crowd, and loves performing on the road. He's done a good job on the road, just like my tortoise does whenever he travels. Does a great job on the road usually for him. So that is Mr. Tops the Tortoise. Hey, appreciate it here for being a part on the streams for everybody here out here. This guy, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen my other turtle before, I'm going to show you my other turtle. He's a painted turtle. His name is Spike. He's been around for over 20 years. We found him walking the streets for Spike like over 20 years ago. So I usually show Tops the Tortoise, Mr. Tops during my stream. This is Spike right here. So he is a painted turtle. He's an aquatic turtle and lives in water in a tank, and that is Spike. And there you go. Introduce yourself to the camera, Spike, as he is looking up, and he moves quite faster than Tops. There he goes. He is moving really fast. If you look at his back claws right now, he was moving fast, but now he doesn't want to show you. But oh, he's just patient right there. So yeah, that is Spike, the painted tortoise that we have. 20 years plus old for Spike. There you go, buddy. Good job. So yeah, I usually don't show Spike that much, but him and Tops are brothers, separated by around like 15 years apart, approximately. A long time ago. Yeah, so I'm 28, and I remember writing a book about Turtle in the Toilet when I was back in preschool. I wrote a book for a couple pages there. It was titled Turtle in the Toilet. So we had Spike and Tops be a part of this stream, and yeah, Spike's the much faster turtle. We found him walking the streets. Spike's the one that wants to send the Celtics a message to attack the paint in the second half and drive and go to the rim. Spike's the one that loves the legends. He loves like all the legends of the sports, like Tom Brady's induction today. Big day here up in New England. And the Celtics looking to see if they can make it 3 in a row. And it's tilted into the favor of Dallas right now. But all you need is you got to get Brown, White, Holiday. You got to get those guys going in the second half. Yeah, she's doing pretty well, Charlisa. My girlfriend's been going on a couple of interviews for jobs. So she recently got her master's degree for her. So she started applying for jobs that she can hopefully get with her degree. And she finally was able to go on a couple interviews recently. The place that she went on the interview, I think yesterday, it was not too far away from where Tom Brady used to live over in Brookline, because she was like, whoa, this place is quite fancy. It was right down the road from Bob Kraft's house where she went for an interview yesterday. Yeah, that poll is creeping up right now. We've actually had every single stream that I've done. It's actually been the Mavs who's led the poll. So first 2 games in the series, Dallas led the poll. Right now, Dallas is leading the poll 53-47. And feel free to vote if you haven't already done so. Who you guys like to take for this one here, Mavs or Celtics? This is a huge game, more so for Dallas tonight, because they're at home, game number 3, and they're down to 0-2 in the series. But Boston without Porzingis, they're 30-5 without Porzingis this season, plus going 9-1 in the playoffs. It was not looking good early on without Porzingis, as they gave up 18 points in the first 8 minutes and points in the paint, but after that they've been able to get better. They had a massive run at one point to get back into this game, but it all depends on who's going to be able to step up and make shots in half two. And Derek White, if he comes out and makes a huge three-point shot in the first couple minutes in the third quarter, then the Celtics got a good chance to take this game if that's the case, because he has yet to find his shot tonight. Not yet for baseball games in person for real life for me. So yeah, I wrapped up the college broadcast back in May. I had my last game. So my last game was on Mother's Day. Actually, I did a game at Stonehill for baseball, and they were down 7-4 going into the ninth inning. They tied it up. They forced extras and they walked it off and won the game 8-7. So that was my last game in person that I've had, was at Stonehill on Mother's Day. I've had a couple people reach out to me to cover games in person, but unfortunately the schedules haven't been able to align because they needed like high school help, but the high school games, they usually start during the day, so I'm still working at that time because they usually start at like 3 and 4 in the afternoon for a lot of the state championship playoffs. Ian, welcome back in here, man. Let's get that membership pipe here for Ian on the stream. You're the legend, brother. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I remember, I think it was a long time ago, one of my chats, Ian was, he brought up about Chris Herron, and one of my chats, I'm actually, right now, his brother Mike, I work with him at work now. He's one of the sports hosts that I work with at the radio station that I work at. So I've been giving him like a lot of good stats to the series. So he just started last week for the sports radio show. 51-50 as we come back to action. Celtics trailing by 1. They get the basketball right to left on the floor. Holiday, left baseline dribble, circles around as we start off the third quarter of action. Hand off to Brown, top of the key. Brown dribbles up, free throw circle, up fake, jumper over Washington, and he swishes it. Jaylen Brown looking to set the tone here in quarter number 3 of action. 52-51. Dallas with possession. Luka at the right wing. He is guarded by Tatum. Dribbles up to the low block. Luka with the right hand. Scoop score. Up and in off the backboard. Good for the 2 for the layup. Back and forth, back and forth. What a game. Yep, so, yeah, Chris Herron. He's from Fall River. So that's like 5 minutes away from where I work. So his brother Mike is the one that I work with at the radio station currently. He does his own sports talk show. Holiday going right to the rim, soars up, receives the pass, scores up and in off the glass for the layup. 54-53 as we go back and forth, back and forth. Kyrie drives out of White, blocked by White. At the glass, though, it goes up to Gafford as he cleans it up and throws it down with a two-handed flush. What a game here to start off the third quarter. Back and forth we go. White at the left wing, guarded by Kyrie, 101. White backs his way as he is switched here, guarded by Jones around the perimeter. Lob down low, Tatum receives it, Tatum, and he soars up to the rim, and he scores up and in off the glass. Good for 2 by Jason Tatum. He's had an excellent game tonight for JT. 22 points leading the way for Boston. Great sign to see tonight out of Tatum. Loves these road games. So does Kyrie on the other side. Luka at the top, working on the Holiday. Luka towards his right, switched here, guarded by White, 101. Luka drives on the White, inside the key. Luka, off fake. Luka, no good off the rim, short. Late whistle by the referees, though, as they roll a foul call committed by Boston. The clock will stop with 10:06. So Luka off the head fake, got into White. It's going to be Derek White who gets charged with a shooting foul. We got 700 plus right now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Free throws coming up at the line. 2 shots by Luka. First one is good. 56-56. Yeah, crazy for Dallas. Barely any balance right now. It's been all Luka and Kyrie. 40 out of the 56 between Luka and Kyrie at this moment. Gafford's 3 for 3. Jones is 1 for 2. Washington is 0 for 3. Luka makes the second free throw. Back and forth, back and forth. This game is favoring Dallas because they're so clutch in late game situations. Brown, a teardrop. Brown bounces in. Good for 2 with a runner. Back and forth we go right now with 9:45 left to go in the third. Luka at the top of the key, guarded by Horford, 101. Jaylen Brown, by the way, has got double digits with 10 at the corner. Jones dribbles up, swings it outside to Kyrie. Floats up the runner. Kyrie rattles in. It's good for 2. Right back by the Mavs. 59-58. We're going back and forth. This game could result in a buzzer beater. 22 by Kyrie. Holiday lays up the 3. Swoosh! Drew Holiday buries the triple. What a game. Everybody making shot for shot here to begin the second half. Kyrie at the left wing, guarded by White at the left quarter. Kyrie double teamed at the left block. Bounce pass deflected, and it almost got picked off. Dallas came up with the basketball. Holiday, though, comes up with a steal. Here goes the Celtics. That was a botched possession right there by Dallas. Boston by 2. Holiday at the left wing. Start to step up. He just made a 3 a moment ago. Holiday shovels it out to the baseline. Brown, a skip pass to the top over to Tatum. Steps into an open 3. JT, nothing but net, delivers. Bang, bang. Jason Tatum rips it down the cylinder. 64-59. A timeout taken in the floor by Dallas. Jason Tatum been monstrous tonight. In this game, he is up to 25 points. He just made his 4th 3 of the game for JT. What a game. Everybody finding their shot, but the Celtics able to finally force a miss as part of a 14-8 third quarter start for the Celtics right now. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. And man, what a game we got. Jaylen Brown finally able to step up, and that's the difference maker, is that the Celtics have finally found their 2-guy tonight. Jaylen Brown, after just 2 made baskets in the first half, he scores a quick 2 buckets here in the third quarter. 10 points by Brown, 25 by Tatum. Holiday with a big 3. He's got 9. Players stepping up. Specifically, Brown and Holiday to begin the third quarter, whereas Dallas has got 43 points out of the 59 combined from Kyrie and Luka. Kyrie's got 22, Luka's got 21, but it's just not sustainable. If you can't get anything else out of the role players, then that is not sustainable when it's 5-on-2 this entire game. And that's what looks like it's happening. Gafford's got 6, 5 by Lively. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0 for Dallas. The role players are non-existent. And in order to win this game for Dallas, in order to win games against the Celtics, you need A, B, and C to all happen. And tonight, it's looking like A and B are going to be good. A is that you need Luka to score 30-plus points. He's got 21 right now in the early stage of the third. B, you need Kyrie to score 30-plus points. He's got 22. That was not the case in the last 2 games. He really struggled for Kyrie. 16 and 12 in his previous 2 games scoring. And that's why they lost the first 2 games, because he really struggled scoring from the floor. C, you got to have the role players produce. Last game they did, all 3 role players in the starting 5 scored in double digits. Tonight, right down the line, Gafford with 6, Jones with 2, Washington with 1. And then Lively off the bench is 5. It's those 4 guys specifically who are right now holding back Dallas that would need to produce to get themselves back into this game right now. 64-59 with 8:44 left to go in the third. Renee, welcome back in. James, thanks for joining in. What a game. This is a promising sign tonight out of Jason Tatum. Really, really promising sign. Yep, when Tatum is going hard, he is definitely hard to stop, and he has brought his A++ game tonight. He has responded in a big way for JT tonight in this game. just amazing version that they've got. Tonight out of Jason Tatum. $64-59 as we get back to action right now. Under 8:45 left to go in the third. And inside the paint here, I believe the Celtics going to pick up a foul. Inside the paint off the first possession. Kyrie drove on Horford and got slipped up and was fouled. Wasn't on Tatum here reaching in. It was. He got tripped up by Tatum. They got past Horford and then he got tripped up by Tatum. So Tatum picks up the foul. Inbound to Dallas. Luka at the left wing. That's Tatum's second. 2 personal fouls each between Tatum, Holiday, and Tillman tonight. Missed shot by Dallas. Horford collects the rebound in the backcourts. And it got deflected out of bounds off Dallas. So this will be Celtics ball. Celtics by 5. Looking to up the lead right now, as they will have this basketball coming up off the inbound. Horford on the floor with Holiday, White. Tatum and Brown. They're starting 5s on the floor. Tatum, bounce pass, drops it up over to the cutter. Over to Brown. He soars up and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Jaylen Brown cutting backdoor right to the rim. Part of an 8-zip run for the Celtics. Largest lead of this game tonight. Celtics up by 7, 66-59. It's 5-2 out on the floor. Kyrie elevates for the J. Swoosh! And he delivers for the 14-foot jumper straight away. 66-61. Kyrie Irving. Luka Doncic doing everything possible with the 2 shot makers on this team of the Celtics. Much more balanced players stepping up. Jaylen Brown, a big reason why in the third quarter. Jaylen up fake. Jaylen dish out to the corner. Tatum, open 3. Off the mark, no good. Washington collects the defensive rebound. Up the floor off the Kyrie. Spin move. Drives on the way at the low block. Kyrie shovels it out on top. Open 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. No good. It rattled out. And the rebound secured by Horford. Tim Hardaway Jr. averaging 14 points per game in the regular season, averaging just 4 in the playoffs. He has been just unplayable in these playoff games. Tatum backs his way outside. White, touch pass to the corner. Horford over to Brown, and he cans it. It's good. Trifecta from downtown by Jaylen Brown. That's incredible ball movement around the perimeter. 15 points by Jaylen as he has got himself 9 in the second half. Kyrie bounce pass. Luka underneath. Luka at the rim. No good. Tipped around Holiday. Collects the defensive rebound. Celtics playing with physicality. Celtics playing with tenacity. Celtics 30-5 without Porzingis, 9-1 in the playoffs without Porzingis. No need for Porzingis. They got an 87.5% winning percentage without Porzingis compared to a 77.5% winning percentage with Porzingis this season, regular season, and the playoffs. And the Celtics making this game look like it's 5-on-2 right now. Celtics with the ball, up by 8. Holiday at the left corner, stepping up in a big way in the third quarter. Hand off to Tatum, brings along a double team. Over to Drew, outside to Tatum. Tatum, step back, 3 in the air, rises for the shot. Off the mark, no good. Lively secures the defensive rebound. Approaching 6:10 left to go in the third here. The shot got blocked by White. Underneath, Celtics with numbers out in transition. They get a 5-4 pass ahead of the play. Over to Tatum, soars up, and he throws it down with a 2-handed jam. Celtics with a first double-digit lead tonight in Game 3 of the series. Jason Tatum playing downhill this entire game. Big time JT, he's got 27. Luka drives. Luka over Tillman, and he scores. Up and in off the glass. Good for 2. Physicality ramping up here for Boston defensively. Part of a 21-12 third quarter start for the Celtics. Tatum, he's got 27. Top of the key. Slides over to Brown. Brown dribbles up inside. Brown, kick out. Tatum, wide open. Straight line 3, no good. Off the back arm, Luka. And the backcourt goes up for the rebound. Takes a hard fall in the hardwood as he gets knocked down and fouled. A lot going on for both of these teams. This pace favors the Celtics right now because it's all about wheels with nonstop basketball. And when you got two guys that's able to produce out there for Dallas, it is just simply not enough. Tatum should have got fouled on that slam dunk. He clearly got clipped at the backside of that play by Washington, but it was a no call with the refs. 8-point lead for Boston. Dallas with a possession. 5:15 left to go in the third. 4-1. Blocks in favor of the Celtics as they lead in the block column. Kyrie drives. Tough shot. No good off the glass. Altered by Tillman. Luka at the wing. Drives over Tatum and he scores. Backdoor up and off the backboard. 6-point game right now. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Celtics with a possession. Holiday at the right wing perimeter. Working on Luka. Switched here. Guarded by Kleber. Swings it around the perimeter off to Tillman into the hands to Tatum. Tatum working on a mismatch, working on Lively. Skip pass, right corner. Brown off the late closeout by Kleber. Missed off the rim, short on the three. Rebound secured here by Lively. Mavs with the possession. Only a 6-point game currently. Dallas with Luka. Luka looking to hunt the next mismatch over to Kyrie. It's been two guys able to show up tonight in the series in this game 3. Kyrie jumper, 15-footer, no good. Over Hauser, around the rim and out. Last touched out of bounds by Lively. It will go back to the Celtics. It's just so predictable with the shot making. They're playing straight up iso ball for Dallas that they just cannot make the adjustments in this series, that they rely too much on their shot making, but it's looking like it's 5-on-2 out there on the floor right now. That's what it's been looking like this entire series. But in this matchup, this is just straight on 5-on-2 basketball. And you need a full team to win games. You need a full team to win games, not just two players to show up if you're the Dallas Mavericks. Celtics up by 6 with possession. Brown drives on Luka at the elbow. Brown floats him the shot off the glass. No good. A lot of contact. No call, but the referee's right there. Luka almost got his pocket stripped by Brown at the midcourt logo. Luka just past the half-court logo now. So we're down to 4 minutes left to go in the third. Luka, top of the key, working on Tillman on a mismatch. Luka, crossover. Luka drives on Tillman. Inside the paint. Luka over Tillman. No good. Great defense by X. Stepping up for the Celtics as Boston calls a timeout. Xavier Tillman coming off the bench, playing some big-time minutes off the bench tonight for him. Craving out a role in the rotation here in place of Porzingis in Game 3 of the series as he forces the miss by Luka. Timeout on the floor by Joe Mazzulla, 71-65 with 3:50 left to go in the third. I have to say, Joe Mazzulla has been outstanding in the NBA Finals here as a coach. He's making all the right adjustments, whereas Dallas just keeps on going strictly to iso ball all throughout the course of the game. And you need to involve other players than just two right now. They're just strictly going straight up iso ball for Dallas, and the wheels are coming right off. Luka, 25 points, 10 for 22 from the floor, just 1 for 6 from 3. 24 points by Kyrie, 10 for 19 from the floor, 4 for 5 from 3. Everybody else with 6 points or less for Dallas right now. Gafford has 6 points, 3 for 3 shooting. Jones, 2 points, 1 for 2. PJ Washington, 1 point with a made free throw, 0 for 3 shooting. That's not going to be enough when you get 0 production from your role players. 7 points off the bench by Dallas, 9 points by the Celtics. Those 9 coming from Sam Hauser. Massive from 3. 9 points in 9 minutes, perfect. 3 for 3 from 3. The reason why the Celtics are up right now is because Jaylen Brown has stepped up in this third quarter. Jaylen Brown's got himself 9 points in the third for him. So he has stepped up. He's got 15. Tatum's got 27. And Tatum's just been outstanding tonight. For Tatum, he came into this game as the number 4 choice for NBA Finals MVP. That is skyrocketed right now to number 1 at the moment for the Celtics for Jason Tatum. Because what he's done, rebounding and playmaking in the previous 2 games, he has realized that he needs to be efficient. He needs to play downhill. He needs to be the go-to scorer. He has done that tonight for Boston, for Jason Tatum. We go 1.2K in the stream. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win, Celtics or Mavs. First 3 games in this series, everybody has taken Dallas slightly, then Boston. Boston is 2-0 against the percentage points in the poll right now. Dallas leads the poll 51-49 at the moment. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Celtics came into this game as a 2.5-point underdog. And I was confident tonight about Boston. Still got a lot of time left to go in this game. But I told a lot of the people to pick the Celtics plus 2.5 tonight in this game, because whatever you throw out at them, they just play with a chip on their shoulder. And this is only the 4th time this season that they have been an underdog. They lost twice against the Bucks. They destroyed the Kings right before Christmas as they were an underdog. They were only an underdog 3 times in the regular season. This is the first time in the entire playoffs that they have been an underdog. Porzingis are not. They have an 87.5% winning percentage with a 30-5 record without Porzingis this season, regular season and playoffs included. They're 9-1 in the playoffs. So right now, taking care of business. Joe's making adjustments while Jason Kidd is not. And awful coaching is going to be real mad. Just real mad about what's going on right now with Jason Kidd after the first 2 games, and how nobody will say anything. He is the only one that's saying stuff and pointing it out, and Jason Kidd just not making his adjustments once again in this game. Back to action. Brown with a 3 off the mark, no good. Dallas forgot to box out. Hauser with an offensive rebound. Out to the top. White looking to see if he can start to get going. Off to Brown. Dribbles baseline. Brown. Dump off down low as he went up. We get a foul here. Picked up. Charged to Kleber on the floor. Benny, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, a huge one for Boston here. Looking to stay perfect on the road. Dallas is actually 5-3 at home. Boston 6-0 on the road. Oh, wow. So right before the Celtics game started, the Tom Brady ceremony wrapped up. Wow. Bet a lot of people are listening to the game. Right now, he's stuck in traffic. I heard the traffic on Route 1 was supposed to be crazy. 2 shots here at the free throw line by Boston as Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 free throws. First one is good. And a great sign to see for Jaylen making free throws right now. So they are in the bonus, and that's the 5th personal foul picked up this quarter, charged to Dallas. Second shot here by Brown at the line, right down the middle. Celtics lead by 8, 73-65. This game's looking like it's 5-on-2 being played on the floor. Kyrie and Luka responsible for a large bulk of the points. Everybody else with 6 points or fewer for the role players for Dallas. Kyrie at the left wing sends it over to Gafford. Gafford's pass got deflected to the backcourt. Kyrie picks it up. 5 in the shot clock. Kyrie drives on Brown. 3 in the shot clock. Outside of Kleber. Has to launch. Buzzer's about to go off. No good. Around the glass. Missed. Tillman coming up with a defensive rebound. Xavier Tillman playing huge minutes off the bench here defensively for the Celtics. Brown, crossover, step back jumper over Kleber, and he sinks it. That's a mismatch right there. Jaylen Brown buries the deep 2 over Maxi Kleber. 75-65. This is a golden opportunity for the Celtics to make a run when you got players right now on the floor such as Maxi Kleber and Tim Hardaway Jr., who is unplayable in the playoffs. Missed jumper by THJ at the baseline. Rebound secured by Boston. Tillman into the hands to Brown. Jab step in the mismatch. Defended by Gafford around the perimeter. Brown dribbles up, drives downhill with Gafford. Kick out to the corner. Open 3X. Oh, he hits it. Bang, 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 bang. Xavier Tillman makes his first 3 of the NBA Finals. 78-65. You know, great things are happening when Xavier Tillman buries a 3. 7-zip run on the Celtics. 5-on-2 basketball being played right now as the Celtics have the 5. Dallas has the 2. Kyrie is one of the 2, and he sinks it. 10-point game. Kyrie Irving doing everything possible, but it's just an outmanned duel fest here between Boston outnumbering Dallas in this game. 26 by Kyrie, 25 by Luka, responsible for 51 out of the 67. Kyrie and Luka's responsible for 84% of the points. The other guys, non-existent. 6 or fewer from everybody else. Down to 144 left to go in the third. Xavier Tillman been massive in this game. Dallas, by the way, just picked up a quick reach and foul on the floor. So Derek White, who struggled tonight, will head to the free throw line and see if he can accrue and add some more to his point total. First one is good by White. Luka checks back in right now. Horford will check in spot of Tillman. Tillman, just outstanding. 3 points, burying that corner three. His first shot at the NBA Finals. 3 by Tillman in 11 minutes, plus 9 on the floor. The bench has been critical. Plus 12 by Hauser, plus 9 by Tillman. The top 2 players in the plus category for the Celtics in this entire game are coming from the bench, with Hauser's plus 12, Tillman plus 8. 12 points off the bench, shooting a perfect 4 for 4 between Hauser and Tillman, all 4 for 4 from 3. Massive bench production filling in for the Celtics tonight. Second free throw is good by White. 80 to 60. Actually, it's 80 to 67 right now, as that was a 2 by Dallas instead of a 3. They docked it down. So a 13-point lead for the Celtics. They docked down the previous 3 to a 2. Luka to Kyrie. Pass got pinwheeled around back to Kyrie at the top. Kyrie drives on the Horford. Kyrie in mid-range came off the rim. Short. The wheels are falling off of Dallas right now in this 5-on-2 basketball game with nobody else stepping up for the Mavs. Holiday outside of Hauser. Laces up the 3. Came up short. That's the first miss from the bench tonight by either Tillman or Hauser for the Celtics. Hauser now 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Washington open 3. Washington, and he buries it. 80 to 70, Celtics forgot to defend P.J. Washington in the straight line 3. Francis, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Celtics making their adjustments here. Credit to Joe Mazzulla, growing every single game. And year 2 of head coach for the Celtics. Top of the key here with White. White off the Horford screen. White jacks up the 3. Open up the bank right there. Derek White, cha-ching, buries the triple. 83 to 70. His shot was not working out for the most part tonight, but Derek White just 2 for 7 from the perimeter. Opens up the bank as he banks down the jumper straight away. Washington runner over Holiday, missed off the rim short. Celtics defense looking incredible here in this third quarter. 33 to 19 in favor of Boston in the third quarter. Right now, their defense forcing miss after miss after miss. Dallas started off 80% from the floor in the first 5 minutes in this game. Jaylen Brown attacks, drives, and he soars up, throws it down with a right-handed flush. Jaylen Brown, oh my goodness, shooting right out of a cannon right there with authority. That was nasty, JB. Oh, man. Jaylen Brown shooting right out of a cannon with authority. Attack the rack. The tone setter in the third quarter. The rack attack for Jaylen. 21 points by Jaylen Brown. 15 of those points have come in this third quarter. Underneath, final shot before the buzzer. And Kyrie got it stripped out of bounds. Celtics by 15 at the end of the third quarter. Jaylen Brown setting the tone, aggressive, coming out. 13 out of 16 playoff games, he shot the ball 50% plus or greater from the floor. This is looking like the 14th out of 17 in the playoffs. He is shooting 8 for 15 through 3 quarters in the books. Celtics 12 minutes away from going up 3-0 in this series against Dallas. What a game for Boston. Gonna quote my good friend here, Mike Herron, who I work with on the radio. He is the brother of Chris Herron, who used to play for the Celtics back in the late 90s and 2000s. But he said with his very well telling eyes, the difference makers in this series will be the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 players. And that's exactly what's happened tonight. Once again here for Boston. Tonight it's been a 1-2 who's had an excellent game. 27 by Tatum, 21 by Brown. But you got different guys stepping up. 9 by Holiday. 8 each between White and Horford. 9 off the bench by Hauser. Xavier Tillman, 3 points, a plus 8 on the floor in 11 minutes. No need for Porzingis. No need, no risk to have Porzingis out there when you got a 30-5 record already without him. Playoffs and regular season combined are 9-1 in the playoffs without Porzingis. Celtics just firing on all cylinders. They beat the Mavs without Porzingis back in December by 9 in a road game, and they're up by 15, looking to close it out here. It's just, You rely on two players alone for Dallas. There's no adjusting. You got to get other players opportunities to have some shots. 44 combined attempted shots out of the 65 between Kyrie and Luka. It's just so predictable for Dallas. It's 5-on-2 out there. Kyrie 11 for 22, 26 points. Luka 25 points, 10 for 22. They've combined to score 51 of the 70 points. That is 73% of the points that Luka and Kyrie is combined for, and they've combined to shoot 44 for 60. They've attempted 44 shots out of the 65. They're attempting 68% of the shots. 68% of the shots they've attempted. That's a good question. Yeah, by the way, if there was a Game 7, I most likely would not be able to cover that Game 7 because I'm up in New Hampshire. I got tickets for the NASCAR race, for the NASCAR Cup race in New Hampshire that day. And the Celtics so far, holy smokes, looking to go up 3-0. They're 12 minutes away from doing so. How many final sweeps are in NBA history? Let's see. That's a great question. Just going to keep your foot on the gas pedal and close it out here for your Boston. 33-19 third quarter box score. Their defense is just, man, just a force for Boston. Probably going to have to go to Wikipedia for it. StatMuse actually didn't give me to it. Usually gets me all the numbers and stuff. I can probably sort it out by Wikipedia if I go on it. So I'm interested in seeing this. Celtics looking to go 3-0 in the series. By the way, 35-19. 35-19. Celtics led the third quarter box score as we start off with a turnover committed by Dallas to begin the fourth quarter. So Dallas just turned it over. That race is on the 23rd, so that's Sunday, July 23, or Sunday, June 23. June 23. It's always been in July. It's always been in July, but they moved it a month earlier this year to June 23rd. So yeah, I've been going up since 2019 to the Cup race. Tatum kick out to the corner. Brown with a three. Brown, and he sizzles the triple. Jaylen Brown rips it right down the middle for the three. 88-70. Jumper by Dallas, missed off the mark by Kyrie. They had another opportunity here, batted down. I believe it's going to be a loose ball foul here, charged to Kyrie. Yeah, it's going to be on Kyrie, loose ball foul. 2 possessions and 2 turnovers committed by Dallas to start off the fourth quarter. Wow, 9 NBA Finals sweeps. It's been a while since there's been one. Celtics take the jumper, and they bury another one. 91-70. Derek White finally able to bury a 3. That's his third main 3 of the game. Wide open around the perimeter. Lively came in late with a closeout, and Derek White buries it. Timeout on the floor by Jason Kidd. Way too many weapons in this series for the Celtics. The Dallas Mavericks looking like they're playing 5-on-2 on the floor, with the Celtics being the 5, Dallas with a 2. Celtics 11 minutes away from going up 3-0. They were trailing by 13 to start off this game. Just so many moving pieces that just wears you down. It's just not sustainable if you rely heavily upon 2 guys and just aren't able to make the adjustments. I mean, that's not team basketball when you rely heavily upon 2 players and then the rest of the guys are barely shooting the ball. This thing looks like it could very well be done on Friday. Lakers back in 1950, the Celtics swept the Minneapolis Lakers. That was the first ever sweep in NBA Finals history back in 1959. Gonna go right through the sweeps here. Milwaukee Bucks swept the Baltimore Bullets back in 1971. Golden State swept the Washington Bullets in 1975. Fourth sweep was the Philadelphia 76ers swept the Lakers in 1983. Fifth sweep was the Pistons, who swept the Lakers in 1989. Rockets, they were the 6th seed, the lowest seed to ever win an NBA championship. They swept the Magic in 1995. Lakers in 2002 swept the Nets. Spurs swept the Cavs in 2007. And then there's one more. Golden State in 2018 swept the Cavs. So Golden State over Cleveland in 2018. That was the last sweep from 6 years ago. So yeah, it's happened 9 times in the NBA Finals history that has resulted in a sweep. A lot of these series games have been in 6. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. All those years were in 6. Last year was in 5. And this year, Celtics looking like it's going to be 3-0 with a chance to close out on Friday. So it's been 16 years since the Celtics won the chip. That was against the Lakers back in 2008 and 6. Jason Tatum came into this game with around the 4th best odds to win the NBA Finals MVP under Brown and Holiday. Porzingis was in that conversation until he got injured. Some people had White also in the conversation, potential NBA Finals MVP. But Jason Tatum tonight skyrocketed up to the top choice right now for JT. Just an absolutely amazing game for him. 27 points tonight. 10 for 21 from the floor, making 4 threes. (91-70). Celtics have outscored Dallas 41-19 in the second half. That's insane. We're down to 11 minutes left to go. Mavs with a possession. Luka backs his way, still playing straight up iso ball. Turnaround over Brown, came off the rim short, and they've just completely lost their hop to it. 23 assists to just 4 turnovers tonight for Boston. Just been amazing taking care of the basketball. Pritchard on the floor with Tatum, Horford, Brown, and White. Derek White made the last 3. Off the Brown, baseline dribble. Brown swings it over to Pritchard. Pritchard looking for his first bucket today. Pritchard, jumper at the elbow. No good. Around the rim and out to Lively. Collects the defensive rebounds. Washington transition 3. Washington hits it. Stepped up a little bit. A couple recent threes that he's made for PJ Washington, but you're going to need the whole team in order to make this a series. Celtics with 3 in double digits. Dallas has worked their way up to just 2 in double digits, combining for 51, 26 by Kyrie, 25 by Luka. Missed 3 from the corner by Brown. A rebound secured here by Luka. 9:45 left to go. Luka, skip pass, right corner, Washington. Lob down low, Lively, no good. Got fouled though by the smaller Pritchard on the mismatch. I'll go say no for Porzingis, since it looks like they're going to be up 3-0, barring a miracle comeback by Dallas here. So I'll say no, because unless they collapse, unless they choke on this one tonight for the Celtics, it goes to show that you don't even need Porzingis to win these games, because their depth just is able to just be the big deciding factor in this series as Luka posts up, backs his way off the pivot. He scores up and in off the glass for 2. 91-75, 16-point game, 9.5 left. Yep, right spot on there. You streaming, welcome in. Isabello on the channel, welcome in. Yeah, definitely need some more help if you're Luka. They just don't have any, 3, 4, 5 option and so on. They only have 1 and 2 options on their team. It's, they're not really sure who their, number 3 guy is and so on for Dallas. That's why I thought, in my honest opinion, is Luka picks up the reach and foul. That's his 4th personal foul tonight as well. in my honest opinion. That's why I thought Minnesota would be the tougher challenge, because Minnesota, I feel like, has more balance compared to Dallas. It was just Minnesota played their worst basketball at the worst time possible, whereas Dallas found elite level shot making all throughout that series, carried by Luka and Kyrie. Missed jumper at the baseline by Pritchard. Luka looking to hunt down Pritchard. Luka off the crossover, got Pritchard able to fall down. Luka took the three, missed it off the mark. The putback is there for two though by Lively. 91-77. Celtics getting complacent right now. 7-zip run last 2 minutes and 20 seconds for the Mavericks. This game ain't over till it's over. Celtics got to keep the gas pedal going. They've let off the gas. Tatum, as they slow it down at the left wing. Tatum backs his way. Tatum thinking about a follow-away. Tatum jumper, 15-footer over Kyrie. No good. Battle for the basketball. Luka collects the defensive rebound. Luka up the floor. Luka drives on Tatum. Luka out fake twice. Kick out to the wing. Here's a three. And they rattle it in. It's only an 11-point game. Joe Mazzulla, you're going to have to burn a timeout as the Mavs go on a 10-zip run. Barring a miracle choke job of the Celtics, it will be 3-0 for Boston, but we still got a lot of time remaining. 91-88, 23 left to go. It ain't over till it's over. Here come the Mavs. Other players starting to step up. And that three was rattled in with a bench three made by Josh Green. Celtics doing the exact same thing they did against Golden State, which cost them a couple games in the finals 2 years ago. They slow down the ball, they allow their defense to get reset, and they won't attack. Just got to keep the foot on the gas pedal, keep on attacking. That's how you wear out Dallas, is you put pressure on them on the defensive side of the floor, especially putting pressure on Luka and Kyrie, because those are the two elite offensive players on the floor for the Mavs. Man, NBA draft this year, it looks like it's going to be a 2-night NBA draft. So I believe that's the first time ever they're going to split it up into 2 nights. So the first round, which will take place on Wednesday, June 26th, and then the second round will take place on Thursday, June 27th. I'll be back, by the way, on Friday night covering game number 4 of the series. If the Celtics can hold them off, then and they'll be up 3-0, but 8:23 left to go. This is your calling card. They always allow their opponents to creep back in the first 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. But what the difference maker is for the Celtics, when they lead by 10 points, 11 points, they always somehow, some way shut the door down and win the game and record a win for Boston. This year, this team is different. They usually don't choke leads like this. With 8 minutes left to go, they're going to have a pep talk. They're going to get their guys right back into playing aggressive, playing hard, playing physical, and they want to attack till the final buzzer instead of just slowing down the ball and allowing Dallas to creep back in the game. Yeah, Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams III, he was another guy that they traded in the offseason. Yeah, those trades hurt. They can hurt, but for the better for this Celtics team. That was a huge one, getting Drew Holiday back at the start of the season, October 1st. That was a week before the preseason when they got Drew Holiday, and then also Porzingis back in June a year ago. It's almost been a year since they traded for Porzingis. It was right after the finals wrapped up between Denver and Miami. I believe it was June 23rd that they traded for Porzingis. $11-point game right now. Things starting to get a little bit too close for comfort for Boston. Got to keep your foot on the gas pedal here, because you're allowing Dallas to get reset defensively and catch their breath. Yup, Grant Williams. Oof. Missing out. Could have played for either one of these teams, and he's missing out on that. He tweeted something about how he wanted like a send-off video for him for his legacy for the guy that averaged like 5 points per game that poked the bear, and everybody was like, no. Tatum just turned it over as we come back from the timeout. A chance to cut it to single digits. Washington gets fouled in transition by Brown. So it's 8:01 left to go as Tatum turns it over, and they had done a good job tonight taking care of the basketball. Celtics just picked up only their 5th turnover of tonight's game. Celtics are -8 on the glass currently, 36-28 for them. Assists, they lead at number 23. Assists to just 5 turnovers. Dallas really struggling moving the ball. They played basically mostly ISO in this entire playoffs for them, not making the adjustments, relying just on pure shot making by Kyrie and Luka. And right now they have just 13 assists to 8 turnovers for Dallas in this series. Washington makes both of the free throws. It's only a 9-point game right now. 91-82. Celtics got to get themselves back into this game. It's a 12-zip run for Dallas. Holiday sends it on top over to White. Bounce pass to Tatum at the wing. 10 on the shot clock. Lobs it down low. Follow away. Brown. Mid-range. Got it. There you go. Jaylen Brown ups the lead back to double digits. Jaylen Brown up to now 26 points for him. Coming out storming it in this second half. Kyrie. Floater. Good for 2. Back and forth. 93-84. 7:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kyrie putting it all on the line tonight with 28 points. White, Horford out to the corner. Baseline dribble. Tatum weaves his way inside the paint. Couldn't finish. Looking for the foul call. Couldn't get that either. Dallas secures the rebound. Down to 7 minutes left to go. Luka drives downhill. Luka bounce pass. Open 3 from the corner. Washington. And he buries it. It's only a 6-point game. 93-87. 17-2 run with over 4 minutes of time that they've gone in that run for the Dallas Mavericks. Celtics looking to get their heads back into the game. Brown, they're slowing it down still. That's a bad sign for Boston. Dallas able to reset defensively. Brown at the left wing. Jacks up the 3 over Luka. Brown off the rim. No good. Rebound secured by Dallas. Mavs with a possession. Luka at the right wing. Luka 101, guarded by Tatum. Luka crossover, 12 in the shot clock. Luka drives downhill to the rim. No good. Rebound ripped away by Brown. Celtics with the ball. 6:15 left to go. Horford outside. Tatum elevates for the 3. Horford, though, commits the turnover in transition. And so we'll go back to Dallas. They had a 20-plus point lead that's now crumbled down to 6. It's anybody's game here at the moment. Celtics usually shut the door and don't choke big leads like this season. We thought they're different here. What will happen here with a step back 3? Off the rim, no good. Oh, we got fouled though. Dallas gonna shoot 3. Coming up at the free throw line with Kyrie. It's about to be a 3-point game if he makes all 3 shots at the free throw line as Tatum picks up the shooting foul. I believe that is going to be charged to Holiday in the shooting foul as he knocks down Kyrie. Camera is focused on Tatum. It's actually on Holiday. 6-point game. This will be 3 shots, I believe. It looked like clearly both of his feet was behind the 3-point line. $6:11 left to go. First free throw. Good. 93-88. Be a big Afuka choker if the Celtics lose this one tonight. Second free throw by Kyrie. Good. 93-89. Chance to pull within the 1-possession game here for Kyrie. Still a lot of time left to go and not even midway through the fourth quarter. Kyrie, third free throw. It's up, it's through. It is good. 93-90. 6:11 left to go in the fourth quarter. Celtics with an inbound. Part of a 19-8 fourth quarter in favor of Dallas. Part of a 20-2 run for the Mavs right now. Brown, a fake inside the key, lost the handle, turns it over. Lively collects the steal. Chance to tie the game with a 3 here for Dallas. Kyrie at the left wing. Drives on Holiday inside the key. Kyrie bounce pass underneath. Kick out to the corner. Washington for the tie. Washington no good. Tip to the perimeter. Loose ball. Jaylen Brown tracks it down. Huge collision. Tatum able to pick it up. No call with the referees. Tatum flings it outside over to Holiday. 15 in the shot clock. 5.5 left to go in the fourth. Holiday with a 3 off the mark. No good. Rebound secure by Lively. Celtics stagnant offensively as Dallas will take a timeout. 5:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Right now in this game, and the Mavs got all the momentum. The Dallas Mavericks were trailing by 20 plus points. They've come back, and it's only a 3-point game. 21-point lead by the Celtics has crumbled now down to 3, going into straight up, jacking up threes, slowing down the ball, hero ball mode, not playing like a team. Gonna move that basketball along, find the gaps of the defense. The Celtics 24-14 leading the assist column. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. And man, what a game we got here, folks. Part of a 20-2 run by Dallas right now. Celtics started off in an 8-zip run to begin the fourth quarter, by the way. Absolutely crazy. Crazy. The Celtics were up by 21. This is not the team this year that usually blows these types of leads. Right now, just gonna relax. 5:25 remaining. Just relax if you're the Celtics. Relax, attack, drive, get to the rim. Don't jack up threes. Put the pressure on the defense. Celtics is a 41-19 start at one point in the second half. Dallas with the ball, trailing by 3. Luka at the top of the key. Luka's guarded by Holiday 1-on-1. Luka on the floor with Washington, Kyrie, Josh Green, and Derek Lively the second as Derek White picks up the reach-in foul defending Luka. Inbound goes to Lively. Back to Luka around the perimeter. Luka guarded by Tatum, drives downhill, working on Tatum, and tries to get position, up fake. Luka follow away over, Tatum off the rim, no good. Brown secures the defensive rebound. Step for step, Jason Tatum, great defense right there defending Luka. Next time around, Dallas will be in a bonus. Celtics with a possession. Brown on the floor with Tatum, Holiday, White, and Horford. Brown swings it outside to the wing. Tatum out to the corner. Horford bounce pass down to the low block. Brown, a lot of contact. We get a foul. Jaylen Brown looking to turn the corner at the low block right there as he got swung down by Luka. That would be the 5th personal foul charged to Luka right now. So Luka picks up his 5th personal foul of tonight's game. Foul trouble looks like this. 5th by Luka, 3 by Kyrie, 2 by Gafford. Everybody else with 1 or 0. Derek White has 4 personal fouls, 2 each between Tatum, Holiday, Brown, Tillman, and Pritchard. So Luka just picked up his 5th as he swung down Jaylen Brown. As Brown tried to turn the corner. And this will actually take us to a timeout right now. 4:38 left to go as we will head to a timeout. Wow, what an intense game. It's been an absolute roller coaster. Celtics trail by 13, Dallas trail by 21, and now it's all about who can make shots in the clutch. With under 5 left to go, we're down the home stretch of this game. Celtics looking to see if they can learn that lesson. They won 3 of these games against Indiana in the Eastern Conference Finals. Haven't really fared well recently within the last couple of years in games like these. For Dallas, they're just so elite between Luka and Kyrie, but that's a huge foul there by Luka with his 5th. That's huge. Andrew, what's good? Welcome in, man. Yeah, if you're the Celtics, now you just got to go straight up attack Luka throughout the rest of this game. Final 4.5 minutes, just put the pressure on Luka and see if he can pick up his fifth. Go right at him because he's going to be holding back defensively for him. Just keep on attacking Luka whenever possible. Back to action. Celtics with the basketball. 4:35 left to go in the fourth. Brown working on Luka. Brown attacks Luka. Kick out to the corner. Open three by Horford. No good. Off the back rim as he missed it. And the rebound secured by Dallas. Up the floor, Kyrie bursts the speed drives and Holiday elevates for the J. Off the glass. No good. Tatum secures the defensive rebound. Celtics with the ball. 4:15 left to go. Tatum off the Brown attacks, and we're going to follow. If that's on Luka, that's going to be his sixth. Jaylen Brown driving on Luka. If that is on Luka, that's going to be number 6 right there. I believe it's going to be 6 for him. They're looking at this at the monitor. Mavs are reviewing this foul. Mavs are reviewing this foul, whether Luka will stay in the game right now. As we will take the timeout. 4:12 left to go as Dallas will challenge this. So Dallas will challenge this as we head to the timeout. Critical call coming up here. Jaylen Brown off the drive. And then Luka tried to take the charge. If Luka, see, it was very, very fast. That was a bang play right there. I'd like to see it more in slow motion. They cut straight to the commercial break. I'm going to see if there's like a video here. If Luka was moving his feet, he's done. Huge call coming up. If that's his 6th, he's going to be done. Yeah, they showed just one brief replay of it. Let's see. They're going to show it once again here. Brown pass midcourt. Received the pass from Holiday. Luka. Oof. He was backpedaling while Brown drove right on him. Yeah, that's very close. That didn't really seem like a full extension of the right elbow right there by Jaylen Brown. Let's see, this replay from the side might be the telling one there. As Jaylen, as he tries to drive on Luka. Wow. Man, the officials got their work cut out for them right now. Very close. So they are reviewing this right now at the moment as we're down to 4:12 left to go. See, his elbow wasn't like fully extended by Brown off the drive. Where Luka still couldn't get his feet set out in transition. This is a huge call here by the officials. And that's a tough foul call. If I'm the officials at the first place, I'm probably letting that one go right there because it's on both of you basically right there. Very close. And this is going to be a huge determination here. The referees, the official is announcing this call right now at the moment off Dallas's challenge. And the call has been upheld, and Luka has just fouled out of the game. So he is done for the game. Just fouled out for the first time in his NBA playoff career. Finishes with 27.6 rebounds, 6 assists by Luka tonight. As he tried to get back in transition defense, Jaylen Brown straight up attacked Luka, and Luka tried to take the charge, but his feet was not set. 93-90. Celtics with the ball. Luka right now has to sit for the final 4:05 remaining in this game. as he has just fouled out with his 6th personal foul. Tatum outside to the baseline. Brown working on Washington. Brown 3 in the shot clock. Up fake. Fall away. Tough shot. Brown no good. Came off the rim short. Rebound secured by Lively. Dallas with the ball. Both of these teams having a lot of trouble scoring right now. Kyrie, top of the free throw circle, working on Holiday 1-on-1. Kyrie towards his right, dribble, drive, jumper, deep 2, and he hits it. Kyrie Irving, it's a 1-point game. 93-92, 3.5 left to go in the 4th quarter. 22-2 run by Dallas. You might need overtime for this one here, folks. Holiday at the left wing. Holiday swings it over to Tatum. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum working a 1-on-1 around the perimeter by Josh Green. Gets past him, drives downhill to the cup. Tatum floats up the shot, no good. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time. With a putback, it's up and in. Good for 2 off the backboard for Jaylen Brown. 3-point lead for Boston, 95-92 right now with 3 minutes left to go. And P.J. Washington gets called in the offensive foul. P.J. Washington, an illegal screen set in the backcourt as Drew Holiday, boom! Right into the screen set by Washington, a hard screen. That's an offensive foul committed by P.J. Celtics will get the ball back. 3-point lead for Boston. Inbound goes to White. Celtics looking to build their lead. Derek White. 3 minutes left. Has it here at the right wing. American Airlines Center logo. White towards his left. Bounce pass Horford into the corner off to Holiday. Holiday left baseline dribble. Drew attacks Hardaway outside to the wing. White with a 3. Derek White splash. He sinks it. 98-92, Derek White sizzles a big-time triple. 6-point lead for the Celtics. 2.5 left to go in the 4th. Kyrie drives downhill, and he gets fouled from behind. Kyrie Irving gonna shoot 2 coming up here at the free throw line. What a game. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got 2K right now watching in. You guys, the Legends MVPs here out on the channel. Celtics were up by 21. They were trailing by 13. It's been a crazy game tonight. Absolute roller coaster. Dallas won on a 22-2 run at one point in this 4th quarter. Dallas still outscoring Boston right now. 22-13 in the 4th. 2 free throws here by Kyrie at the line. The first one is good. 98-93. Kyrie, big game by him tonight. 34 points at the moment, playing his heart out. 13 for 26 from the floor, 4 for 5 from 3. Much better in road games, much better at home compared to the road. Second free throw is good. 4-point game. Celtics with the ball. 2.5 left to go. White on the floor with Tatum, Holiday, Horford, and Brown, the 5 of the court. White backs his way on Tim Hardaway Jr. Swings it down low. Tatum, spin cycle. Jason Tatum soars up. Oh, that was nasty. Jason Tatum attacks the rack with a 2-handed dunk. That's how they get to triple digits on the scoreboard. Jason Tatum off the entry pass, spin move, and he threw it down with authority. 100-94. Dallas down low, missed off the glass, no good. They flush it down, though, with a 2-handed jam by Lively with a putback dunk. 4-point game right now. Minute 50 left to go in the 4th quarter. Celtics with a 4-point lead. Looking to hold it here. White at the right wing. He's guarded by Kyrie. Bounce pass to the top of the key over to Tatum. Tatum working a 1-on-1 jab step. Drives on the Washington. Step back 3 in the air. Tatum off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured here by Hardaway for Dallas. Dallas still with an opportunity. Crossing the 1.5-minute mark left to go in the 4th quarter. Kyrie towards his left. Kyrie bounce pass down low over to Lively. And he shuts the door with a 2-handed flush. It's only a 2-point game. 100-98. 1:20 left to go in the 4th quarter. My clock's a little bit fast right now. We'll start it once we hit the 1:07 mark. Holiday crosses midcourt. 15 on the shot clock for the Celtics. Lively's up to 11 points here currently. Jaylen Brown, top of the key. Coming down to the final possession here in this one, folks. Brown, jumper, 18-footer, and he buries it. Jaylen Brown, baby. That's a big time to open up the J as he splashes it. Final minute left to go. Kyrie, kick out, corner, Washington, up fake, open three, no good, around the rim and out. Huge defensive rebound, hauled in by Big Al Horford. Horford at the corner, lost it, tried to keep it in the corner play. Down the far side here, did he or did he not? Close here, but the referees, it's going to be Dallas basketball, I believe. I believe so for the Mavs. Let's see, Horford in the corner as he tries to pin it off a Lively. Referee is making a determination. It will be Dallas ball. So Dallas will get this inbound. 35 seconds left. Mavs with possession. Down by 4. Kyrie, guarded by Holiday one-on-one. Right place, right time. Drew Holiday looking for the defensive stop of his life. Now he's switched. Guarded by Horford. Follow-away 3. Kyrie off the rim. No good. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound. We got a loose ball foul. Over the back. Picked up. Charged to Dallas. It will be Boston shooting free throws in the bonus with 22 seconds remaining. PJ Washington with a loose ball foul trying to go up for this rebound. And the Boston Celtics plays in crunch time. Derek White with an excellent box out. Washington knocks him down, and Derek White gonna shoot 2 at the free throw line. 4-point lead for Boston. Derek White, 2 free throws. Swoosh. First one is good. 103-98 Celtics. 22 seconds remaining. If they can close it out, they go up 3-0 in the series. Perfect 3 for 3 tonight with 15 points at the free throw line. He is number 7 in the NBA with a 91% playoff free throw shooting percentage. Second free throw. It's good by Derek White. Timeout on the floor by Dallas. 104-98. As they are out of timeouts, they burn their last one. What a game. Jaylen Brown with a monster deep 2. One-on-one. Jaylen Brown is the reason why the Celtics are about to go up 3-0 in the series if they can close this out, barring a miracle comeback. 30 points by Jaylen Brown. 24 of those points came in half number 2. Jaylen major in the second half in this game. 30 points. 12 for 22 from the floor. Clutch shots late. Absolutely him for Jaylen Brown. A massive slam dunk at one point in this game. 7 rebounds, 8 assists for Jaylen Brown in the block. Massive, massive game by Jaylen Brown tonight. He had just 6 going into halftime on 2 for 6 shooting. Second half, he shot the ball 10 for 18 for Jaylen Brown. Set the tone for his team. The vocal leader was the one who drove on Luka and allowed Luka to pick up his 6th personal foul and fall out of the game with 4.5 minutes left. Daniel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Daniel. Thanks so much, brother. You're the legend in the stream. What an amazing game tonight here. We got 2.3K in the channel. If you guys are new, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 22 seconds left to go. Dallas about to get the inbounds. Green inbounds it over to Tim Hardaway Jr. with a 3 off the back rim, no good. Celtics collect a defensive rebound by guess who in the corner. Jaylen Brown. Dallas commits the reach-in foul, and Boston will head back to the free throw line. The Boston Celtics 14.6 seconds away from going up 3-0 in the series. Tim Hardaway Jr. unplayable in the playoffs. He averaged 14 points per game in the regular season. Tonight, struggled. First one's go by Tatum. Yep, Jason Tatum, excellent tonight as well. After 2 games that he struggled with his efficiency, tonight he just dropped down 30. 30.6 rebounds, 5 assists by Tatum with a steal. Set the tone early on. He had a large bulk of the points in the first half for JT. Second free throw is good. 31 points by Jason Tatum. 14 seconds left to go. Dallas with a possession. Washington with a 3 around the rim and out, no good. I believe we have a foul here with 10.8 seconds charged to Boston now. So Celtics gave a foul. And this will be 2 shots at the free throw line with PJ Washington. I'll be back on Friday night. Celtics, if they win on Friday, they will win Banner 18. It will be the number 1 team in NBA franchise history, surpassing the Lakers for most championships as an NBA franchise. They were down by 13 in the first quarter. No Porzingis, record of 30-5 without Porzingis. The Mavs got themselves back into the game after the Celtics led by 21. Dallas went on a 22-2 run, but Boston somehow, some way finds their way once again a victory tonight. The Jays. Big game between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They combined for 61 out of the 106. In this game as we go final. Boston goes up 3-0 in the series. Jason Tatum, 31 points. Jaylen Brown, he drops down 30. 24 of those points were recorded in the second half. Major game by the Jays tonight, and they are 1 win away from their first championship in 16 years for the Celtics. What a game. Down by 13. Came back, led by 21. A back and forth game to the finish. Jaylen Brown took control. Big time shots late in this game. Put Luka into foul trouble. Allowed Luka to fall out with 4.5 minutes remaining. Playoff career high, by the way. 8 total assists tonight for Jaylen Brown. He finishes with 38 and 8. Shoots the ball 12 for 22 after attempting just 6 shots in the first half. Attempts 16 shots in the second half. Goes off aggressive mode and has a monster second half with 24 points and wins the game for Jaylen Brown after Jason Tatum set the tone in the first half in this one. 31 by Tatum, 30 by Brown, 16 by Derek White, making 4 threes tonight. Sam Hauser, 9 critical bench points, making 3 threes off the bench in the first half for the Celtics. 9 by Holiday with 5 assists. 0 turnovers, by the way, for Drew Holiday, as he has scored right now 47 points and 0 turnovers in the playoffs. Becomes the first player since Michael Jordan through 3 NBA Finals games to record over 30-plus points with 0 turnovers by Drew Holiday, and good company for him. Al Horford finished with 8 points tonight. Just an all-around team effort in this one tonight for the Boston Celtics. 35 by Kyrie, 27 by Luka. In the end, though, not enough for Dallas. Needed more out of the role players. 12 by Washington, 11 by Derek Lively off the bench. Just 6 by Gafford, only 2 by Derek Jones Jr. on just 1 for 2 shooting from the floor. 106-99 the final score. I'll be back on Friday night, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S., 8:30 a.m. in the Philippines for game number 4 of the series. The Celtics, 1 game away from making history for Banner 18. It will be the most championships ever as an NBA franchise. It would surpass the Lakers, as both the Celtics and the Lakers are tied for 17 championships. Currently, Boston, if they can pick up the win on Friday, they would record their 18th championship in franchise history. They were going to wrap up to the channel members. What a night here for the Celtics. No Porzingis. They improved to a record of 31-5 without Porzingis this season. Regular season plus playoffs included. 10-1 in the playoffs without Kristaps Porzingis. And wow. Celtics down by 13 early on. Got shredded with their paint interior defense early on. Made their adjustments. Dallas started to come back. But in the end, they held off the late Dallas run to win by 7. Once again in back-to-back games. 106-99 the final score. The underdog on the line for only the 4th time this season. The Boston Celtics win tonight. As for only the 4th time this season, they were the underdog. First time in the playoffs. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out here each and every single one of my live streams. Big shout out, by the way, to Ian, as he is back in the memberships. Once again here for Ian, as All shout-outs, all channel members get a shout-out here. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month to become a channel member. That link is posted in the description of this video, and it's also pinned to the chat for every single stream as well. We have Jason, Warren, Rajip, I Am Ghost, David, Asia, Paul, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Barco, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Ian, which rejoined back today, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Guido, Tristan, Chuck, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, Jack City, Shalimar, Iceberg Slim 38, Matthew M. Stone, Miles, Davis, and we are living in the Great Depression. Thanks all for joining in tonight for this one. The Celtics, one game away for winning the championship. 106-99 the final score. I'll see you guys back on Friday night. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, same time for that one. Thanks all for joining in tonight here. Celtics win 106-99 in Game 3. Boston goes up 3-0 in the series. I'll see you guys back on Friday night.